An analogy? Analogy. Guess what? It does. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't drink water, so my urine is 100% pure urine. It's worked at least once. No, we're talking hypotheticals right now. It was a whole gang. Like I said, like you said, you need a lot of urea. I got a lot of friends.
Or you
They
could
got a
drink
lot of
People are
urine.
a lot
saying
of water, you know.
I save up about a liter of urine and pour it into a plastic container that is the right size while showering. I simply soak one foot and then the other while shampooing and washing my body. Then I wash my feet.
Oh God.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I've
Did you
peed
know
on
there's
my
also
foot before,
people
but I've
who
never
bathe in pee? They like save it to like legit bathe in it.
probably gets rid of all their
You mean
athlete's
Gwyneth
foot.
Paltrow?
Did you
I feel like
know
that's
Oh,
something
yeah.
if
she
you
would
have
do.
lice,
She's sufficiently out of touch.
if you have lice, you can put
Oh my
mayonnaise
God.
on your hair with saran wrap, and it'll kill all the lice, and your hair's super conditioned, and you smell like eggs for
That's
like 2 weeks.
actually true.
All of these are
Disgusting
true.
all around.
No, they're not.
I'm a walking. I don't have athlete's foot right now
Humanity is a mistake.
at this very moment.
Every day stray further from God.
Dude, we strayed further from God the second God put a snake in his garden.
Should have put it in the boot.
Can I roll for amount of urea in my urine? Is that how D&D works?
Yes.
I should try and find out.
Not that bad.
That's a nice dice. What did you roll? I can't see the number.
18. It's not gonna show up.
Let me roll for effectiveness real quick.
Yeah.
What do you want, a metal dice or a plastic dice?
Plastic.
Let's go with
Let's
this
go plastic.
green color because this is what I imagine the color of Cody's pee is
It
after
looks like
drinking 13 liters of Monster.
It's not untrue.
Ooh, that's a 16 for effectiveness.
You mean your
Telling
pee's
you.
not
Well, the DC
fluorescent
was
after-
25 for curing it with
Monster?
urine, so unfortunately you do
That's
fail.
not true. Then I rolled out of my fucking mind at one point. Also, your dice look censored when you held it up.
Yeah, because it's blurred. It's because
Yeah.
it's a little see-through. I think if I hold up... Yeah, if you hold up a metal one,
Mhm.
it's good, but... You go.
All right, Chris, let's roll some dice and pee on each
If I
other.
hold it over my face, it's good, but if I hold it over here, it's got a penis on it. That's why it's blurred.
That's that Chat GPT fucking blurring for Twitch. Saves us.
Hi everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Pissing on Feet.
Oh no,
Pete,
Pete's gonna
get in
give
here.
some subs for that.
Somebody tag Pete. If you want to sub to our OnlyFans, we all have taken videos of ourselves pissing on our feet.
Yep.
New, up and running. It's why we took a
Get
month
me out
off.
of here.
Why we took a month off. We were setting up the OnlyFans.
We really wanted to make some changes to this channel.
needed money.
OnlyFans.com/natural ones. Slant piss.
Slant.
That Roll
The
20
extra
membership ain't
plan.
gonna pay for itself.
Hey,
Alright. Where we last left off, you all had ventured to the Koros Strand within the Shadowfell and sought out the Netherwing dragons in order to find a way into the void and recover Adia's soul, your missing party member that had been trapped in the void, and also to remove the void artifact from the hand of Hanya, who had joined up serendipitously at the time that Adia left. Weird how that happens.
Wow.
wow.
So you went to the Coral Strand, were able to parlay with Vedrith, who has seen better days, and upon doing so, he allowed for one more assistance from the Netherwing dragons, and the Netherwing dragon Okavul, an advisor to Vedrith and one of the leaders of the Nether Wing decided to create a ritual and opened up a path between into the void and created a demi-space within the void for you all to exist for a short period of time in order to recover Adia. You fought very hard and were able to breach the prison that Adia was in, and Adia's soul was restored back to her body. And upon attempting to leave, it seemed as though Varys needed to hold back this void behemoth for you all to escape. But in the last moments, a shimmering arcane barrier took hold in front of him, and the Time Walker appeared, creating space for all of you to leave and allowing Varys to live another day. We'll pick up with you all being shunted out of this demi-space and the portal way closing behind you all as you are thrust back into the Shadowfell in the Koros Strand at the location where you had left. As Adia, you sputter for a moment as you feel air fill your lungs once again for the first time in a long time, and your eyes open hazily as all of you nurse your wounds and fix up any bits of damage that you had incurred throughout this battle and taking care of yourselves. Varys limps his way, kind of holding one of his shoulders that seems to be dislocated and has a lot of blood and all sorts of various wounds across his body, and just limps his way out away from the portal and takes a seat on the ground and tries to catch his breath as he in the arm that's dangling, he grips the void artifact that Hanya had taken off of her hand, the void gauntlet ruin. And that's where we'll pick up with Adia, your eyes open, and you're all sitting around that space. So Okavul breathes heavily and rips the portal closed.
Double check your micro for me real quick, Chris.
Is
Me?
Okavul-
Yeah, just make sure the source is the right one.
Is Okavul hurt?
Test, test, test. Why does it sound weird?
A little bit, but I don't know why.
A little bit hollowy, like
Yeah,
some
right.
Rika look.
echo.
Rika look.
Oh,
No,
I had
I know. I see.
I had to put away all of the my noise cancellation foams because I had the
Ah.
exterminator foam.
Got it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to pull them back out.
It sounds
At
fine.
some
It was
point.
just the slightest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assume it's more echoey just because all the foams are not where they're usually are.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
good. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Kitty. Yeah, Adia's just staring blankly at whatever sky this place is. Just she's like taking huge, hulking, like heaving breaths, and she's just lying there. She doesn't know what to do with herself.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on Adia. Adia? Adia, can you talk? Can you see? And I'm like holding her eyes open. I'm like trying to like check her eye pupils and shit.
You don't have to do that, but that everything is so loud, and I can feel the dirt, and I can hear you.
Could you not hear?
No,
Where were you?
it's
Can you
just-
explain?
I was in a cube. It was cracking, and I saw all of you through the screen, and it was just so quiet and dark, and it was okay for maybe an hour.
Oh, you
Is
were
it-
gone for, and I look around, like over a week.
Yeah, it felt
How long was it?
much longer than that.
How long was Adi?
Good question.
It was at least a week. It took like 3 or 4 days to get out of the caves to the city,
Do
we
we
were in the
count?
city for like a day or two, day and a half.
Do we count our time trip as 1 day or 3?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was so the loop. She was outside of time, so I think she experienced all of
Oh,
it,
God.
where we didn't, or like the world as a whole didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the multiple loops were like a tack on another few days or so. But strictly
Probably,
speaking,
like,
in
2
terms
weeks.
of dates, it's been about 8-9 days.
So coming on 2 weeks for her. About.
Probably about, yeah.
Like,
That's fine.
and she just rolls over and starts like touching the dirt. And starts crawling around, just touching dirt.
Like a snake with
It's
feet.
very different than material plane dirt. It is like this floating rock that you're currently on, up in the air. As you look around, you can see the bright blue, glowing, what looks like large star above you, and this sort of ethereal wispiness all around. The sight of dragons, nether dragons, kind of just off in the distance flying around. Lots of purples and blues and violets in the air. Feels very just shimmery and magical in nature in this entire space.
Oh, this is lovely. Oh, okay. I'm out. I'm out? Yes?
Yes.
Nah,
Well, we're still in the
Partially.
Shadowfell, but
We'll leave here pretty soon, probably.
and we also still have the Bone Devil thing to worry about.
Oh, whatever fate was going to happen to me in there, I think the Bone Devil might have been better.
Oh, we get both, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
I
mean,
don't think it was like pick one. It's now
No.
both.
Yeah, but we're done with the first card. Now we're on the
Yeah.
Bone
I
Devil
have to deal
one.
with the second.
What's a Bone
repercussion.
Devil?
Is there know what a bone devil was from his research?
Yeah, do I know
for
what a bone devil
initially-
is?
do
Make
I-
a
Who knows what a
religion
bone
check.
devil is?
You guys all seem like you
I'm
knew when
proficient.
they said it, and I didn't. ask 'cause I'm dumb.
Religion.
that is a
Why am I
natural
not
20.
seeing Religion.
Hey,
That's a
first one back.
16. 16 for a sir.
Of religion?
Yeah, religion.
Religion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Isar and
It just sounds
Elita,
scary.
both of you would know bone devils are greater devils. They lead. They can lead like large swaths of lesser devils, and they are fairly powerful. They have a good amount of sway and kind of influence within the hells, and they are kind of like taskmasters of the hells. They like set out weaker devils to work. They set out special tasks for them. They are in charge of like small to medium sort of efforts and missions that like devils are trying to enact and put in place. They're kind of like the general manager of the devil world, but a little bit on the higher end of that.
Love that.
Assistant to
Trio.
the regional manager.
What the fuck does that mean?
They're,
So
they're upper mid rank of the Devil's hierarchy.
Gotcha.
Luz looks terrified again.
Adia's lying back on the ground staring at the sky.
well, I don't think
We'll-
we'll have to deal with that too soon. I think that's
Well-
more of a long-term.
We'll
Issue,
cross that bridge
hopefully.
when
Yeah.
We'll
hopefully.
burn that bridge when we get to it. Let's be honest. That's kind of our shtick.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Adia? You feel okay?
You are stiff as fuck.
Luz is. I don't think pumping a healing spell into her will help, but I do want to put healing spells into Ferris and Okabul.
You have spell slots left?
I do somehow because I saved them because I was terrified.
Mm. Okay.
I don't have
That's
any
fine.
second spell. Or yeah. How did I manage to save this many spells? I'm crazy. Oh, you know why? It's because I used my healing thing. And so that
Yeah, that
I
could
think made
still
it seem
be.
like there was a lot more going on. Yeah, so I will dump. Cure one's left. Yeah, 12. Okay. We'll dump.
Yeah, Audio, your body is very, very stiff. Like you have been asleep for 2 weeks and you haven't moved. Imagine if you were just like sleeping for 24 hours straight and you haven't moved out of your bed for that entire time, just completely laying still. Like your neck is stiff and I feel like you've been like yanked out of a bag a few times weirdly.
Yeah. Like,
By your
well,
head?
It feels like
she-
someone like nearly pulled out your tail.
Yeah, she knows where that pain's from. She knows where that. She's seen it.
Hey,
But yeah, she's happy though about the pain. She's just lying because she didn't feel anything in the void.
Yeah.
So she's just lying there staring, trying to just soak everything in again.
hey, Luz.
So
Yes.
Do you still have the amulet that you could like? That I guess they would see out of it. We couldn't see into it, right?
Did it break, Chris?
It
Or-
is turned to dust. It shattered.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Once Audio was freed from the prison, it just disintegrated.
do you feel okay, Audio?
Everything is a little achy.
Okay. Well, let me know if you feel this. And Isar is going to smack her upside the head. Don't do that again, please.
Oh,
I don't want to come back here. You felt
Well-
that? Good. Not doing it again. You're back. Glad to have you back.
I smack
like,
Asara in the back of the head. Don't you take a card either and then blame other people. I look at Alita, but
I wasn't
then
talking about the
think
card.
and I take a step back.
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, Alita, did you look like Yoshi?
Yep.
Isar was like hunched over his stance.
Eileen
The fuck?
takes that to heart and just.
Luz
Understood.
just stands there. She didn't take a card.
Me neither.
Varys is just sitting on the ground. He nods at you in thanks, Luce, as you give him the healing, and he's sitting on the ground, just like turning over the gauntlet in his hand and kind of inspecting it.
Yep.
Does
Annie's just sidling over.
does Varys's shoulder still look dislocated?
Looks like he popped it back into place.
Ow. I will, once Adia gets up off the ground, I will give her a very large hug. All of my dangly things are blinking in your ears like really hard. They're like,
She feels very cold to the touch, but is warming up.
When you hug her, she just clings back, just very tightly. She's like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna forget how this felt." She just hugs.
Looking around. are
no
we getting
words, just
looks from
happiness and relief.
It's just on this like elevated stone platform that is floating in the sky. It's just all of you, Varys and Okavul. Okavul's just kind of sitting and gathering his breath too, and inspecting the ritual site, making sure that it's all closed and everything is in order.
Excuse me, Okable?
Yes.
I know this was kind of our one favor and all that. Are we expected just to head out quietly, or should we say bye to people? Can we rest here? What's...
If you are unable to traverse right now out, then you can have another night's rest. That would be fine.
Isar is like covered from head to toe in blood.
Yeah, we're pretty fucked up. Maybe
Was quite an
maybe one more
ordeal, I
night.
understand.
You can vouch.
You can haul up in
You can
the previous living situation we had arranged for you for last night.
Okay.
So much.
Adia's gonna take Hanya's bed.
Oh yeah, Audio. You see the halfling woman that has been traveling with your friends for some time now, that they picked up along the way.
Oh, hello. You're Hanya, right?
She's got to talk to herself like I do.
God damn it!
This is what
How does it
happens when
feel?
you get sent
How
to the
does it
night.
feel, motherfucker? How does it feel to talk to yourself?
Feels like I don't want to be a DM. That's what I was.
Feel my pain, Rika.
Hani just like, she's like trying to like see what the hell Varys is looking at the glove, and she just kind of like gives Adia looks like. So you're the kid that got everyone else into this mess? Yes, I was the one. she just kind of like cuddles even more into Luz. She doesn't, and she looks away.
Don't be
All right.
strangers.
Fucking hate you.
Oh god.
Anya, Adia, Hanya.
Yeah, I know. You kept pulling her out of the bag constantly by her hair.
Not by the hair, by the, scruff of the neck.
You weren't even doing that. You were grabbing her like by her leg and her tail sometimes.
Yep.
I can't control what body part it hands me when I reach in the bag.
You did unravel her like a yo-yo at one point with her tail.
She watched.
Like
I
a
didn't
wet
do that.
towel. You flipped her out.
Just palmed her skull, pull out like a basketball.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when you pull a card.
Honey's
Don't
just
do
shaking her
drugs.
head. She's like, and then she nudges for us like, "Hey, Cowman, what are you gonna do with that?"
Well, I didn't particularly care too much about the artifact itself. I was hoping I'd see my friend again. I'm sure he'll be back for it.
From what I understand, that artifact should give you a line to it.
I'm sure he'll come back for it eventually.
To go through something like
The whole
that?
time,
Just to
See your
see a
friend?
friend?
don't you have magic? You have
We did
scenting,
the
right?
exact same thing. We just did that.
We did literally
Yeah,
go.
but the,
But
but,
he
but
wanted
we
to
went
see
to
like
save a
having
friend. He
tea
just
or
wants
something.
to say hi. Like,
Maybe he wants to save him too.
From what?
Honey looks at him. Honey looks at Varys
yeah,
like,
I just looks at Varys.
My relationships with my friends are a bit odd and difficult.
Why?
"Yeah, why, Varys? Tell us. You
Life
should visit
changes
more."
everyone. Things become more prioritized, less prioritized. It's complicated, especially when you hold so much ability and power that comes with responsibility. He holds a lot more than any of us.
You still got a gauntlet. Were you two together or something? Like, is this like some kind of weird? Oh, like maybe if I come to this spot every so often, the love of my life will come by. Was it like that?
Asking this question, is this Hanya?
This is Hanya. This is Hanya. This is not Hanya. It's Hanya.
He looks at Asar. My friend was once immortal. He obliterated his soul. Nothing was left. It's complicated in very many ways, but he is more of a force of nature than a person anymore. He sees the world very differently than anyone else. It's hard to get in touch with someone like that.
Imagine so. Thank you for your help. I know you had your reasons, but I still we still appreciate it all the same.
I think we know where another void artifact is.
We do?
If you're interested,
Museum?
maybe. There's a
Maybe
really cool
museum?
sword at the museum.
I've heard
It's
of
also
that.
Sapphire Dragon.
You have heard of
Oh.
that?
I've heard of the museum.
I
I've
worked there.
visited before. Just gives you a weird look.
This is just like burying her face into Audia's head because like she can't handle this conversation.
Looking up, it's like, do you mean the museum with your statue in it?
Yeah, I'm not super impressed with the statue. Could have done better.
You are a bit bigger in person.
Meant the proportions were kind of off.
Pretty much nailed the stoicism, though.
I mean, kind of hard to not with rock, right?
Yeah.
Kanye's just
Anyway.
like, did you pose for it? Okay. Yeah, anyway.
In the morning, when we all rest, I'll return all of you to Exoni.
Sounds good.
And
Sounds
you can go on your way.
Mm,
Is it a long journey back, or are you just gonna poof us out of here?
He looks at Okavul. Could I be granted exception for one time in order to leave, so we don't have to trek our way out of the Coral Strand? Okavul nods. It will be done. Thank you. Varys stands up very achy and goes and walks towards the edge of the platform. Turns over his shoulder and looks back at all of you. Especially at USR. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't resent him for what he did. And I don't think he was wrong. He made a choice that was harder than my own. Very few people have done that. I almost envy him. He leaps off the edge and floats down. Back towards where you were all staying for the night.
Does he always do the dramatic exits and exits?
how are we gonna get
We're
down?
supposed to know.
How are we supposed to get?
Their ladder or something? Okavul?
I can-
Help!
I can take you back down.
He left us
Defeated
up
by
here
gravity.
dramatically, but it was really cool. I don't
It
remember.
was really cool, but I don't know how to get down.
Especially when he turned around and put his arms out and just fell backwards. It was really cool.
Varys wasn't the one that brought you all up here.
Oh shit! we remember.
You all rode Okavul in his
Oh,
dragon
shit.
form.
You're right.
Okavul turns back into his dragon form, although looking much more battered and beaten. You can see like gashes and wounds appear on the draconic form, carrying over from the humanoid dragonborn form, and bends down for you all to hop on. You all get on, and he flies you down around the outskirts of the floating kingdom of the Coral Strand, and then back to this castle where you were all staying in before wishing you all a good night.
While we're riding him, I
Rest.
dump one more healing spell into him.
Of just like a pat on the back.
Well, yeah, I'm already touching him, so you know.
Yeah.
Adios is
Why?
like
Why
rubbing-
am I getting these shit rolls for my? Fucking hell!
You're out of juice.
That's my
Good
higher
luck.
cast.
It's been a rough day.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Adia's just like rubbing her hands all over the scales. Like,
I can touch things.
yes, she's very
Uh,
happy.
You're all dropped off at the entrance to this home that you're staying in, and then Okavul takes off and flies away.
Goodbye, thank you.
Come back.
Good luck on all of your journeys, and I wish safe travels moving forward. Safer, at least.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Sure, can't get more
Adios,
dangerous.
Adia steps forward. Is like, wait, are you not going to see us off tomorrow?
I assume that Varys will be taking you all away whenever he feels like.
Middle of the night.
Yeah, we're not getting sleep.
Damn it.
Wake up!
Adia kind of runs over and gives Okuvul like a hug around his snout, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, thank you for helping, for saving me.
You're welcome.
She does smell awful.
Just terrible. Right on his snout too.
It's only
He's like, thank you.
He doesn't shower
He's a
for
dra-
like.
He's a dragon too. They have like really good sense
Yeah.
of smell.
Oh, yeah.
well, it's
It's like 10 times worse.
It's the sentiment, okay? She gives him a hug and backs away, looking at his huge form and trying to catalog everything already.
All right. He flies away, and you all enter into the large castle that you had stayed the night previous, except for Adia. Adia did not. Yep. You are all free to do what you'd like and get some rest.
Adia is immediately wandering off, staring at everything.
I will go up to Hanya. Hanya, what are your plans now that you no longer have the void artifact? Are you gonna go home? Are you?
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you knew or not. I'm guessing you didn't because you guys kind of talked for me, but that thing wasn't killing me. It was just making me angry. And I'm still kind of angry, but I mean, now with it off, kind of brings some perspective into things, especially this hell of a trip. I think I'm gonna go home. Give a talk with my dad one more time. And, you know, maybe if shit goes down the drain again, then go find the cowman and bother him for more trauma, I guess. I don't know. All I'm good at doing is punching things, alright?
You're good at brewing stolen tea.
You do make a good tea.
Thank you. But, I mean, all the teas in the world is not gonna help my dad not make me marry off to some pompous little asshole.
That's for the punching.
If they're not,
I mean, I tried that several times. Still hasn't stopped him. But, I don't know. Like, I mean, if you know, if we could all go into freaking void and be okay. Well, not okay. I'm kind of still bleeding, but
I put. Okay, let's see. I'm out of those. Okay, it's just the first level, but you know, I touch you on the shoulder.
Oh no!
What the
Oh, wow! Thanks.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
god. I know how to math. Honey's just
The
like,
Rika
oh, wow.
problem.
Yep. Honey just goes like, oh, okay. That, well, not bleeding as much anymore. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I guess after Varys drops us off, I'm just gonna take the next train out and then see my parents. Because, you know, like I said, after, if you can go into the void, I'm pretty sure talking to him about not listening to me and not marrying me off is probably easier. Yeah. Well, what
Yeah.
about you guys?
What are we doing?
Still got the battery to deal with.
We're still doing that?
How long ago did we accept that quest?
That was when we met. They just had to rebuild
Isar
the
just
lip
like
by
hitting
now,
his
right?
hands. He didn't even. Isar's forgotten the battery. Battery's not in his head. It's Alita's backpack at this point.
Have you
It is
been
nothing else to Isar.
holding that the whole time?
Yes.
That was just your pack.
Huh. Yeah, I thought it was just a
Lita
party
just has a
or
fucking
something.
manhole cover strapped to her back.
I thought it was a shield or something by now.
I should probably get a shield.
I could make you one.
We could make that thing into a shield.
No.
Two of us working together, we could get it done.
I think we do need to
I think all we
return
need to
it.
do is
There
put
was
handles.
that giant elevator that can't work
We can do
anymore.
that.
Should probably. I mean, would be good to follow through on that, right?
Shield of sentience.
We get.
Is it sentient?
What are you talking
It
about?
is.
It's
It is?
sentient?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I've told you this.
I have been nearly killed 4 times this week.
You have died, actually, like
I haven't.
at least 3.
Okay, I've died once,
No.
but that was planned. The rest I've just.
No.
I've gone to
There's-
sleep.
There was the loop.
There was. We did die.
Okay, yeah, the loop.
Sir.
Are we counting that though? That's like.
I count it.
Do we want to talk about that? That was pretty horrifying. Or are we just
No.
gonna pretend? Yeah,
No.
yeah.
It was cool meeting that one guy, though. It was cool.
This dog was cool.
Oh, I was talking
Oh,
about
Wisteria.
Edgar.
That guy was
Oh.
not cool.
He was.
Kind of cool.
He was accidentally really helpful.
He was a character.
He also kept saying all these weird words that I just did not know.
When you
Also,
do
And it
things
wasn't a
right,
different
people won't be
language.
sure
I
you
know
did
lots of
anything at all.
languages. It was.
What are the chances of us running into the guy who also had something from the natural ones when we were with Varys?
Dude,
Seems pretty
That
unlikely,
was-
right?
I mean, that's one way to see your friend, I guess.
Well, I don't think Varys said he was friends with Edgar.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the time walker.
Well, yeah, that
Oh, but you're right. Ferris did say that he knew that
I
guy.
knew him. I mean, we have that
And-
rope.
And
We
now
have the natural
oh,
rope.
the natural.
Yes, there might. Maybe there'll be a collector out there.
Oh,
for
you
it.
know what? We could turn the rope into handles for the battery to make it a shield.
And then, oh,
Why do you want to turn the battery into a shield so bad?
It wasn't my idea. I thought you suggested it.
you
What?
did, Alita.
No, I didn't.
It was a circular shape, and you said, "I need a shield."
You can't gaslight
You
me.
said I need a shield after we said we thought that was a pack on your back
Yeah.
or a shield. Then you said I need a shield, and then we suggested putting handles on it.
Those things do not equate.
I'm pretty.
We're fucking clipping through this shit.
So you guys are headed back to
Ugh.
return a battery?
It seems really.
It's what we set out to do.
It seems really plain compared to the other things we've done now. It's like we escalated things so fast compared to what I thought I was setting out for when we left Helrin.
Well, just think of it as gateway to other things.
So it was a gateway to other planes. That's what it was.
No, we get paid, and
I don't even. Did we ever even agree on a payment? What are we gonna get? 50 gold?
If we did, yeah, he thought it was just like taken
Oh,
by
crap.
something.
I thought it was like we were gonna get like 500 each.
I don't even know.
I'm level
Is it
80.
even
Time to turn on this quest in Goldshire.
Yeah, exactly.
We just cleared Molten Core. Time to turn in my Westfall quest.
My God.
Okay, so
I
are we
imagine they
turning
would
in-
be. I imagine it'd be rather substantial reward though. It is the only power source for the lifts.
So
Why-
we're not gonna mention that we've had this for like a month, right?
No.
No, because then they'll charge us for the damages.
Is it like a
There's
library card?
damage?
Library
Okay.
book?
Is there damages?
Is there damage?
Turn around,
Is it
Alita.
damage, Alita?
Alita, turn around.
Is there damage?
Oh my God.
That's a good question.
I know what's wrong with it.
Oh,
It ain't
oh
got no gas in it.
It's just a broken battery.
It looks like there are some scrapes and there are some like visible scuffs and like
Okay.
cuts and things on it, but it doesn't seem like it is beyond like recognition or like beyond use or anything.
So
Those
just
weren't us.
superficial, like
They look to be mostly superficial, yeah.
All right, cool.
Mostly.
Mostly.
It's
Mostly?
fine.
Mostly.
It's still functional.
Why do you want to turn it in to the guard if this is a creation?
Were we gonna get something other than money for turning it in?
We were. There was also word of us getting us in contact with the original engineer for it.
Oh, okay.
Why do we want that?
I look over at the other sentient
Everyone-
like
Huh.
thing made of metal, the other sentient being made of metal.
Excuse you.
Sorry.
It's like selling your own into slavery.
I'm hoping that I might be able to find the source that this engine was made from, or this battery was made from. Also, I believe Adia, your original purpose there was to inquire into some questions regarding its making.
Right now, Adia is climbing up a wall.
Adia,
And she just-
get down.
she's like looking down at you guys. She's like, oh,
Isar picks her up like she's a cat.
no, she's already like 20, 30 feet above.
How are you so high up?
I wanted to climb because I could now.
Don't go
I
too
could
high.
feel-
There's a big
I-
dragon.
What do you mean you
I
could
can-
climb? That's
I
a
can-
wall.
I can feel the stone under my paws.
This is like a regular wall, right? Like there's no footholds here or handholds.
I mean-
This is a wall.
To actually have a climb speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's still a wall.
She's climbing.
It's not like, a cliff where like rock climbing.
You know those cats? Not cats. You know those videos of the cats going up walls? That's her right now.
There's a lot of like small holes just going up the wall.
Yeah, they
her
got little
claws are out.
claws, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're leaving first thing in the morning before they see this room. What are we doing after the battery? You said maybe to find the engineer who worked on this, the source of it, because why? Does it have to do with your predicament?
Yes.
Okay. So we do that.
What was that? Not
Might have
Sorry.
information. What?
nothing.
I think that was the cat. If you're talking, there was a noise coming through my headset. Artemis just jumped on the cat tree, and before she did, she kind of went, "Mah."
I
That's
did hear a jingle. Audio.
Kitty.
Well, I am
Cat tree.
exhausted. I'm gonna make my way to bed. And if we figure out what we're doing, we can let me know.
That is probably a very good idea.
Yep.
What
Well-
about a group name?
Not
Okay,
Can we
I'm
talk
going to
about
sleep.
this in the morning?
Adia's asleep.
Not right now.
Isar's had a
Lovely.
second wind. He's just sprawled on the couch, covered in bandages.
Liz, knock me unconscious.
Um,
I don't
Oh.
want to be awake.
I'm so sorry. I can't.
How are you looking right now, Alita?
She's a little banged. Not too bad though.
I was gonna say if it was real low, I could probably just slap you really hard.
What is
How's
even
that the solution?
slapping?
Oh, you
Awesome.
you deserved it, cause yeah, Isar pulled a card, but if he pulled a bad card, you know what he wouldn't have done? Pulled another card.
Look, she really had an important question. It was worth it to her.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
I
would
thought I
have
had a fucking gotcha.
You
I
do?
don't. Damn it.
No, this is sad, okay? Sad
yeah, it
all
was about your
around.
parents. We know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
Lost dad.
no, I mean, no,
Lost family.
Lost mom and bro.
Evil uncle.
No.
You know the funniest
Absentee
part?
father.
You know, the funniest part, Vigilante would have no fucking idea.
He wasn't
Have
gonna
you seen
ask
any tabaxi near me? Like
She
me?
wasn't gonna
No?
ask you
Okay.
specifically about them. She was gonna ask if there was a way to find missing people, like magically.
I think that's the
Mm.
scry spell.
Well, can he give a scroll for it? That's freaking
That's like 5
artifact.
cards.
What about
We're looking
what
at
about
5
Micah?
cards.
As people are leaving the room, Isar just shouts, "What about Micah?"
Night, SR.
As far as that friend at a sleepover that's just hopped up on Monster and everyone wants to go to bed.
Would you rather fight a duck-sized horse?
Shut the fuck up, SR.
Tanya jumps down and like
I've
kind of like runs up to you, be like, "Please tell me. I want to hear noise."
how badly does the SAR look?
Isar's fucked up. He's taken about triple his health and damage during that fight over the course of it.
So you're thinking
He's
that
covered in
magic-
bandages. He has done the things to stop bleeding, but he is currently like entire upper body is just he looks like a mummy.
Leah's eyes glow a little bit as she stares it down to you.
What was
It's
that
just like
supposed to-
arms are extended; they can't really move because of the bandages. What do you want?
Please be quiet.
Okay. Night.
Adia whispers, "Don't be quiet. I don't want to be. I don't want it to be quiet."
I'll snore.
Oh, I don't like that one. And she runs away.
Alright, you all head to your rooms and go to bed.
Isar's on the couch.
Okay. Just out in like
Yeah,
a living
just he-
living area space.
He was sprawled on a couch and he has not gotten up.
Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, you all go to bed and you get your long rests
Hey,
for the night. And you all hit level 7.
Woo!
Dude,
Now I
you
need to do things with
awaken-
my character sheet.
You awaken the next day, and you are all fully rested, and the day is yours.
Woo!
Adia, in your dreams,
Oh,
as you
shit.
sleep, you see visions of this void nothingness slamming against your barrier and your cage. And you just have like flashbacks of this entity that you can like barely scarcely make out the silhouette of, and the light that comes from the scrying orb that was inside of your cage, and just sort of the overwhelming silence, the deafening sound of just nothingness all around you, like reverberating in your ears, your brain trying to make up noise to compensate for the nothingness around you. And just the repeated sounds of slams that are muffled up against the barrier. And you also see in your dreams this geometric arcane sigil that appears before and protects. And just sort of reliving the events of your stasis and your imprisonment. But throughout that sort of protective arcane barrier is a comfort in the vast horror of your experience. But you wake up all the same the next day. And having survived your harrowing experience, you all gain a long rest and level 7, and you can do whatever you'd like. Varus is still not out in like the common area. Seems like he's either still resting or
Hmm.
you know what? Who has high passive perception?
I have a
Lose.
16, but Luz would probably be higher.
Yeah, I think it's lose.
What's yours, Luz? Luz?
Lek,
Oh, hello.
Hello.
18.
18. Okay. I would say, Luz, you hear the sound of running water, and it seems like Varus is probably taking a bath, and just relaxing.
Okay. I think we can kind of take our time.
Is there anything we want to do here?
Like Adia's just like kind of a little bit jittery. Like she didn't look like she got that much sleep, but she's a little jittery looking around. Like, can we look around? Can we walk around? Can we ask things?
Seems like the last one's working.
Do you think perhaps Varus would mind some questions?
Right now? No, I don't think he'd mind.
Maybe not in the bath?
Oh.
Lex, your health has to be wrong. It's impossible for you to have 80 health, even at max rolls on everything.
Ow.
Well, you have a +3 to your con, right?
Yes.
It's just 7 times 3 is 21. Plus, if let's say you have a D8, 7 times 8 is 56 plus 21. Even if you rolled max on everything, you'd have 77.
Okay, so then it must have been 59 plus 11, which means I'm at 70.
which is still fucking great.
70. Okay, thank you.
70.
Yeah.
And then like Adia kind of fits just like I never thanked all of you for what you did, for coming here, for dying over and over and over again, and you barely even know me. Why did you make that choice? There was no...
We're friends. You don't need to thank us.
She just kind of like blinks at you with like huge eyes. Like,
Please just nods at that.
It's that simple.
Perhaps it's... Thank you, all of you. I am not put into a position usually where I am not rewarded for my curiosity, but this time it affected all of you, and I didn't think about that, and I'm sorry. I don't think I will be doing that again.
You
I
won't.
don't know if we'll be. Well,
You won't pull any magic cards next time we come across a super powerful underground dragon. Next time.
Unless if I am well,
Why are you doubting this?
Yeah.
Curiosity is who
So I
you
don't
are.
think
We
it's
don't
gonna
expect
happen
looking
you
at
to
Audia
change.
like,
Just if there's a deck of cards that we know have magical properties, and we've already seen one bad thing happen, maybe we don't pull twice.
No, you're right. You're right. Yes.
But we don't.
Lex, I think we're gonna have to go back and look at your health rolls because even 70 would be insane. That would mean that
I
you
don't
rolled
think
one
it's.
under max.
No, but I remember I had like I do
Luz
remember
did
my
have
health
a
was
lot of
pretty
health.
fucking high.
If to have 70, you'd have to roll one under maximum every single roll, though.
I have rolled definitely multiple maxes,
Well,
but I'll go back and look.
okay. Doesn't have to be right now. Just,
Mhm.
you know, something to look at. 'Cause that is kind of strange.
It's like, but
How
yes.
much was aid for?
10.
10.
Unless
Okay.
unless it's at second
It
level,
was-
then
it
it's
was-
5.
It was second level because it was from the contingency.
The
It can
contingency
be
had a
cast at
third
third
level.
too.
Did you cast it at third level, or was it second
Yeah.
level in the fight? Oh, it was
I'm,
third
I'm
level.
just
in the fight?
wondering if maybe like one time it was cast at second, and then Lex added 5, and then it was cast at third, and then added another 10, and maybe it was 15 at some point. I don't know. We can look back later, and figure it out. Not a big deal right now.
Well, you would have done the same for us. I'm sure, Audia. Any of us, I'd hope. I think.
Perhaps I would have hesitated before. But now, now I owe you all a life debt. Debt? Bleh, sorry.
Not about
Mm,
repayment.
No, you don't.
No,
Not
it's
how that
Don't
works.
owe us a thing.
Just-
That's not.
just-
We didn't do this with the expectation of reward. We did it because we care about you as a friend.
You're the reward.
and
We have been rewarded. You are back. Yes.
And
thank you,
Hanya's-
but
Still here. Never mind.
And Hanya's still here.
yeah, fuck you too, man.
Sorry, Anya. Forgot about you.
She's very small.
Yes.
Well, it's intimidating without the glove.
Well, I was angry too. Tea's still good though.
Still, this is what I want to give to you all. If there's anything you need my help in, if there's any, as much as I am capable of, including what I can do in the Verizeum, then I would like to offer it to you all. If you need anything, any help, then I will help you without question.
How about just keep being our friend? That's enough for me.
I'll
I
take the
will-
debt.
Either way, thank you. I will try my best in either or both for all of you, and including you as well, Miss Hanya. You.
It starts
I know-
behind Hanya like,
even if you came here through your own reasons and your own for whatever you wanted to, this also extends to you as well. If you need help, then I'll be here as well. Well, not here, but I just goes like, well, we'll see. You kind of don't want to be in debt with my family. We'll think about it.
who are your family? You keep speaking about them in this.
You mentioned they
Kind
owned
of.
land.
Yeah, I thought you just came from like farmers, but then you started saying like arranged marriages and debt
Well,
with my
I-
family, and that made me kind of rethink.
Well, since Miss Kitty Cat over here wants to be all like self-sacrificing, I guess, might as well say my piece too. Look, I come from the Crimley family, where we have a thing down south of Grimwad. You guys took me on when you didn't have to, all right? And you guys are good sort. Hey, Kitty Cat, you better fucking remember this, all right? They're good sort, all right? People don't just go fucking wander into the void to get some shitty ass soul, all right? All right? You keep these people, all right? You don't get these people. But anyway, Yeah, if you ever find yourselves around, the southern area of Grimwad, and you're in the Crimleaf lands, then ask for my mom, and we'll set you up.
What is your mom's name?
I have to open the document.
What is
I'll,
your mother's name?
While she's doing that, Chris,
Yes.
do any of us know anything about the Crimleaf family?
I would say that the name would sound familiar to Luce, being that you are from Grimmaud.
Uh-huh.
The Crimley family is known for owning and being kind of the patrons of many different businesses, mostly involving liquors. Liquors, wines, beers, and any sorts of fermented drink. They are the owners and proprietors of the lands that grow them and sort of subsidize out different plots of land for the fermentation process and creation of them to different smaller companies and smaller families that then kind of report back to them and then are stamped underneath the Crimleaf name and sigil for their produced beverages and things. But yeah, you've definitely seen like Crimleaf wine before and stuff like that that's been sold around Grimmaud.
What about Isar? Does he know?
Oh yeah, Isar, make a history check.
Yeah, he is a
You
traitor,
were
dude.
pretty, yeah.
18 plus 1, 19.
I'd say your family has discussed, like you just heard in passing, in like the trade business. You've heard the name Crimleaf being discussed when your family was, shipping things and like setting up trade deals.
Yeah, just, if you're ever around an area, I would advise probably not saying my name, but ask for, anyone by the name of Fima, Kolya, or even the twins, Ayaka, Kawa. And, if you can't even find that, then I guess just ask for my mom, Seraphima. But I don't know how lucky you are with that because she's pretty busy herself. But yeah, if you're ever around the area, then we'll take care of you. And who knows, maybe you'll see me again. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
Well, that's appreciated.
Yeah, so
One. Anya, as you're looking through like the teas that you stole, one of them is actually a Crimleaf tea.
oh fuck.
Is that
Stole from
stealing?
yourself.
Well, she takes a tea out and throws it at Asar. You keep this one. It's a parting gift.
Okay, I'll return it to my sister.
Do not steep that over 3 minutes. No, do not. No, well, you
Don't
can do
steep
whatever you
over
want.
3 minutes. You got it.
Yes. Yeah, we'll get
Leave the
bitter as
bag in
shit.
all day.
As Isar goes to sip his tea, and you see the bag hanging out of it still.
This is from 3 days ago.
I
Plebeian.
microwaved it.
Ah.
Beer
Yeah, so thank you, all of you, is what I want to say too.
It was no problem.
Uh-huh.
It was
Oh,
us.
yeah,
Thank you for the help as well.
I'm not looking at you. I see you holding back. Fuck's sake. She
Thank
just crosses
you.
her arms and leans back.
Thank you for your help with this, Hanya. We know you had your own reasons, but we appreciate your aid all the same.
I'm glad you have your hand back.
Thank you all for your kindness and courtesy in hosting me. And she does a little bow.
I hope you have safe journeys and that you don't get married to someone you don't want to get married to.
Thanks, kiddo. That's better than what I've heard in a while. Anything I've heard in a while.
Just remember to stay out of trouble.
Ha!
Or find trouble if they try and marry you off.
If they try and marry you off, just do what you can. Just be yourself.
It's just a
and
guy. Hit him with your
they-
battle axe.
All these
think I
20-year-old
haven't
people are giving
tried?
life advice to this like 65-year-old woman.
Who has tried
I've
every
been around
single
a few-
option to her?
Have you tried talking with your parents about it?
Never mind. Take everything back.
Oh, you, Adia, do you have any advice for Hanya?
Well, I would say prepare an extensive plan if you have to run away. Know what to pack and find a destination, and know you have people to support you, perhaps?
What do you think, Kata?
Kai's
Where did
not
Kaide
here to
come
say
from?
shit.
Old Kaide art when.
Varys walks out, and he is nude except for a towel wrapped around his waist, and you can see his fur is like dripping wet. But he walks out into the open and kind of like looks at all of you.
So you're ready to go?
Need to gather my things, and then we can head out. All of you prepare to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Or
Varys,
give me
may I-
a little bit of time.
May I ask you some questions about the natural ones?
Cool. I'm gonna be naked though. And he goes and walks towards his room.
It's fine. A penis is a penis. I don't understand the question.
Penis is a penis, no matter how small.
Audio. A penis is a penis.
A lot of
It's
people
just-
get uncomfortable when I get naked in front of them. I don't really know why.
I don't understand either. I mean, if you're covered in fur. It's practically closed anyway. And she just follows after Varys, asking questions already,
Okay.
harassing him.
After some time, as you all gather your things and prepare, Varys eventually comes back, now dry, and looking like he's been berated with questions. Carries his pack on his back and all of his equipment and everything. And he walks over to USR and then takes out this small black silken cloth and throws it on the ground. And it kind of springs into a circle as he throws it. And he reaches into the ground and reaches deep, like past his shoulder,
It's the hole.
and then pulls his hand out of it and picks up the hole that was on the ground and puts it back into his pocket. As he pulls his hand out of the hole, you can see a really, really old and shitty looking piece of metal. It looks rusted and broken. It looks like it has been tattered and torn throughout the years, eroded away. And he looks at you.
Why is Peyton laughing? What is this?
You know
He
what
says
this
to
is.
Asar, I have given
Oh shit.
many things in my life. I have given up
Oh no.
a lot of my adulthood. I've given
Mhm.
up a lot of my sense of self. I've given up my purpose in pursuit of fulfilling the purposes of others and protecting the wills of others. I spent a lot of time doing things that I'm not proud of. Doing some things that I am proud of. But in all that time, everything that I have lost, I feel I've gained back for the most part. I feel that I have done more good than bad. Given more than I've taken. At least in the grand scheme of things. I've used the taboo powers of hemomancy and my profane abilities to help in the way that I saw fit. I've been listening when you've been talking about your situation, about your animancy, about your right of the Pharisee Malt. And I see a lot of myself in you. A lot of the doubts that I had, a lot of the struggles that I went through, I'm sure you'll experience as well. I can empathize with your situation. And I don't have a solution for you. That's something you have to find yourself, but I might have something that'll be more use to you than to me. I found this a long time ago when I was out searching for ancient artifacts and strange magical things from time long lost. This is what remains of a weapon. This is the eroded and rusted hilt of a sword. This sword belonged to and was created by the Spirit Usher. This weapon was once called the Last Omen. It was championed by the greatest of the followers of the Spirit Usher. Before his betrayal of duty and corruption, back when he was the Usher of Souls, the Guide of Spirits, when he fulfilled his duties, before he was destroyed, he was revered, he was honored, and he had followers that would carry out his will, the will of death. Last Omen was lost, sundered, destroyed. Ages passed when Danok was killed and absorbed by the cold wind. I don't know if it'll be of any help to you, but perhaps a remnant of the first god of death could help in your journey in repairing your relations with the current, or perhaps finding a way to mull things over and think about the situation with the River Styx, being that this is closely tied to it and where it once drew its power from. I give this to you in hopes that you may come to terms with what you did, and instead look towards what you can do. He hands the hilt towards you.
Takes the hilt. Stares at it for a bit. I say to say, thank you. I don't know what to do with this now, but like you said, maybe I'll find something. Maybe it'll help.
Maybe. I wasn't able to gather too much from it other than its history in small bits. Maybe it'll reveal more to you, being that you're more closely tied.
Maybe. Nissar kind of tucks it away in his side pouch.
It is very much eroded and rusted. You can see like the cross guard is like bent and, rusted and jagged. There's not really too many defining details about it. There's like a harsh oxide layer over top of like a reddish rust iron oxide, and then also some like bits of green as though it was rusted copper along with it, or maybe bronze, but just lots of thick layers of oxides and jagged splinters and shards and scale all over it. Not too many defining features other than it has a central portion that comes up and then crossguard that comes out.
Gotcha.
Well, if we're all ready to go, then I'll return us all to Ixoni, and then we can part our ways.
Let's be off.
Please, this place is awful.
It's not too bad.
It's beautiful compared to the void.
I-
That is.
Yeah, I can acknowledge that, I guess.
And
All right. Varys takes out Balasan and holds it up over the ground. As you can see, arcane runes begin to scorch into the ground beneath you, into the marble, and takes it and slams it down into the ground as all of you are whisked away into this swirling vortex of arcane magic and disappear into the ethereal nothingness. For you are thrust back into the material plane, out in the outskirts of the inn that you had left from,
Oh shit.
in
just back right here.
Exani, as you all slam into the ground. As it is early morning and the sun is shining, you see a lot of people kind of like look over towards you as they're walking on the streets, and all of a sudden you are slammed with a massive arcane column from the sky into the center of this thoroughfare on the street. And Varys takes the sword and puts it back over his shoulder into the half sheath. Well, this has been an adventure.
Certainly has.
Adia hugs Varys.
Me too. Oh,
Pats you on the head a little bit.
Thank you for saving me and asking the Vedrith for that favor. I know it meant a lot.
Yep. You can see him sigh with a little bit of sadness in his response.
Adia gives him a pat too on the arm. Backs away.
Well, I'll be off then. Good luck
Safe
in
travels.
whatever else you do. Try to stay out of such astronomical trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
Keenness-
easy travels from here on out.
We seem to keep
Don't
finding that
say
sort of
that.
trouble.
Please don't say that.
I mean, nothing can be as bad as what we just went through, right? Like,
That you don't say. that.
Eileen?
we're delivery boys now. That's it. We just put the thing. We'll be fine. Thank you, Varys.
Oh, no,
Before you leave, one small thing, and Alita will take out her copy of the natural ones with a quill.
Can you say?
yeah! Oh shit, that's such a good idea.
I have this Varys
You-
trading card.
Wow.
Cool action
Anytime.
figure.
Varys nods and takes the quill and turns to the first page, and then on the inside cover signs it Varys Stormstep.
Adia also like takes out her notebook and holds it out.
God.
Only one signature.
Very much.
You have to charge you for the rest.
It would be 25,000.
It will also sign yours,
Thank you.
I got nothing.
and he will start
yeah, I got nothing.
walking away.
But, oh wait, one last. Do you have any advice on how to kill a bone devil, perhaps?
Oh yeah, that we have that
Mm.
trouble that's waiting for us eventually.
We're not just delivery boys, are we?
Also, do you know how to get to the Nine Hells? We have a friend there.
He's fine.
I've never been to
Just
the
keeps
hells.
walking away.
I
He's still
assume he's
walking
walking
away.
still.
Bone devil?
I've been to the abyss, never been to the hells.
Went to the abyss.
If you kill a bone devil, or any devil for that matter, on the material plane, it will just reconstitute in the hells. So to kill it for good, you need to
Oh, no.
destroy its soul or kill it in the hells.
Ew.
What is with this
Sounds like we
destruction
We
should
have
of
to go to
souls?
hells.
We have to get Micah to destroy his soul.
We do have to get Micah. No.
Two.
What if
Other
when Mike
than
got
that,
break-
I don't think I have too much advice. Don't use fire, the devils.
That tracks.
Elaine looks down at herself.
You're not gonna harm them with non-magical means, like weaponry that's not magic or things like that. They're resistant to that type of thing. And yeah, that's all I really got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't get stung.
Anything hel- Oh.
Dog?
I have a stinger like a scorpion.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, that's good to know.
That is very
I
good
think-
to know.
You don't
We
happen
might
to have a
need to do
sending
some
scroll
research.
on you, do you?
No.
Okay. We'll find him.
Is that it? Can I go
yes.
You
Yes.
can go.
yes,
Thank you.
sorry. Thank you.
Safe travels.
now? Thank you.
Come find me at the
Good luck with
Verazam
your
if
friend.
yes, if you need help as well.
He turns and walks off. So you see him disappear into the distance.
What a
Big
nice
town
guy.
man.
He's just walking in a straight line. Okay.
He just keeps walking.
there's a guy near us cleaning up a burn spot on the ground where we teleported away from, and 5 feet to the right is another burn spot where we just teleported into. He's just staring at us, just sad eyes.
It's the guy we got fired from the museum. He moved across the country.
He just has a brush and he's just scrubbing this fucking stone. You can see the one line where he's actually cleared out so far.
All right.
Well-
Well, you're all now back in the city of Ixani,
Yeah. Hanya just
the
kind of
Marble
like
City.
Hanya slaps Isar on the butt. It's like, all right, I'm off.
You had to jump for that.
You slapped
yeah,
Varys on the butt?
No,
No,
Isar.
Oh,
on the
they
butt,
said
like,
you
yeah.
slapped Varys on the butt.
No,
you can't
no,
reach
no.
it.
No, she can't. She really can't.
Isar is just at the tip of her reach.
Yeah, she can jump and slap it.
Fingers and butt.
1,000 years of pain.
Dry finger butthole.
Try finger butt.
Ah! Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everything. Come visit, I guess.
Be nice.
Put in a good word for the Silken Sparrow with your parents if you're still on good terms. If not, don't mention them.
I'll say something to my mom.
Keep them out of your mouth. Do not say anything.
Yep. She waves and just starts heading off too. That's it.
Bye, Hanya.
This is her.
Safe travels.
You too.
I think the
Don't.
train is the other way.
Do you have a weapon?
It's just a-
What do you think I'm wearing?
The glove wasn't the only weapon. She is the weapon, that's what she's saying.
She has a freaking great axe, except it's small.
Oh yeah.
It's a great axe, but it's like a
Like a
lowercase
hatchet.
g.
Yeah. It's a very fancy
Hatchet she
hatchet.
wields with 2 hands.
It's like, yeah, take care of yourselves. I think.
You. I hope.
He disappeared into the horizon a lot faster than Varys did.
I think that's because height with, curvature of planet.
I'm
Curvature
not
of the
that
planet.
We're not starting this.
Everyone knows Alanat is flat.
There's a 70-foot ice wall surrounding the planet.
Oh, we're back.
We could go say hi to my
Mhm.
sister.
Oh.
Get some food, probably.
You do that.
Food?
Probably be good to tell her that we're like
How do you
back
s-
from Void.
hasn't eaten?
In weeks.
I found some food when I was wandering around in the castle before, but I would.
What food did you find?
Oh, last night. Last night is what.
Did
they're
you
saying.
eat something off the ground?
No. Why would I do that? That's
Well,
disgusting.
there wasn't any food out.
There was some food, packed away. That
Oh,
you could-
okay.
You could have grabbed when you were inside the castle.
I mean, you were climbing on walls. We didn't really know what your state of mind was at the
I
time.
mean, you're also unconscious for half the night. You're not a very good conversational partner.
I was sleeping. You have to sleep too.
I did at some.
You do
point.
still have to sleep, right? Looks at Alita.
I look back at Asar.
Did something happen in the void? Do you not sleep anymore?
Void vampires.
Is that a thing?
Hope not.
That'd be just spooky.
Don't think so.
I
I
hope
would
not.
love to eat.
Bless.
I kept seeing you, all of you, eat food through the scrying orb, and I did not feel hunger, but I missed the texture and the moistness of the food and holding it between my paws, and I even missed the stickiness that would get caught in the furs.
Leah just had a
maybe-
distant look in her eyes.
May we have some food?
Alita will remember this.
So sad.
Oh, you guys just constantly throw shade at each other.
She's just.
And then-
What,
and then
are,
there's
what is a
ways.
group of friends if not just collectively shit talking each other to their faces over and over again in a circle?
Just
The
all
only one who's
casually
a-
bringing up each other's traumas in conversation.
Oh my God.
The only one who's immune is Luz.
No, with Luz, we just ask how her day's going, and she just breaks down. It's the worst day I've ever had. Tuesday. The worst day you've ever had so far.
Yesterday?
I
Yeah,
mean-
we could go see my sister. She might be able to give us directions to like a good restaurant, and then we can start with that.
Yes.
Does anyone have any money?
Oh yeah, we're
Yes.
fine on money. We have plenty.
I mean, did you give Adia back her the bag?
SR is still holding the bag of holding.
No, give her back.
The festival of Madro, the Madro Equinox is still going on, since it is actually very much closer to the equinox itself now.
How much time has passed?
Um,
was there any
time.
wonky time shit when we were in the Shadowfell?
It has been.
Sarah looks at the nearest newspaper.
It's currently the 25th of Madro, so like an extra 4 or 5 days passed from what was supposed to.
Ooh, so we've been gone a week?
You left on the 12th.
12th? Oh, it's almost 2 weeks. 3 days?
Um,
Did we ever check out of the inn?
Yeah,
well-
yeah. We
Oh,
only
fuck,
paid
we owe
for
them.
No, because we weren't there. They would just. We only paid for 2 nights.
you left on the 17th. From
Okay,
here.
so it's been 6 days. About a week.
That's the 25th now.
Oh,
You
17th. I
left
thought
on
you
the
said
17th.
19th. Gotcha.
17th. And now it's the 25th. So it's been 8 days.
8
about?
days. Yeah, a little over. Yeah. I think we'd probably go tell her, get food recommendation, buffet. Is that good for everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
Whatever audio wants.
I would love to see the festival as well. There's so much noise.
Okay.
It's-
We have to be inclusive to Alita because eating
Oh,
lots of food is going to be traumatizing for her.
No, it's fine.
sorry.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine because you are a friend as well. Find one with like maybe like a place, a nook where you can just like read books or something, or maybe an
Yes.
aquarium you could stare at.
I would.
I don't
would.
know.
Yeah, no, this feels inclusive.
Alita,
Not
we can touch.
discriminatory at all.
I'm
Alita,
trying
we can
to. I'm
touch
trying.
pages. We can find another book for you.
Yeah, no, with the festival going on, there's still like, especially now, even more so that the actual equinox itself is in like 3 days. There's a lot more like street vendors. There's a lot more
Yeah.
like parties and things going on. Like very much food carts all over the place and things like that. So in full force. So yeah,
It's vibrating.
literally
She
all
was cool.
places around you have tons and tons of different food.
Are they sweet and salty snacks?
Sweet and salty.
There's
Where are
ac-
the tackies?
there's
Takis.
there's
the
actually
Takis?
like there's a really cool food that is related to the equinox itself, since the Madro equinox is the or the what's it called,
Wild?
the earthen equinox. It is like a hot stone plate that you get, and then it's like almost looks like a dragon scale, and the food itself is put onto the hot stone plate, and it's not hot on the bottom where you hold it, but it like cooks right in front of you as you like take it away, and then yeah, you take it with you, and after some time, it's like completely prepared.
Ooh,
Fancy.
So
It's like
Adia-
insulated on one side but not the other, with a petty form of magic.
magic food.
Oh,
Yeah, Adia's gonna get 2 and hold them in both hands.
Okay.
What's the biggest leg of a creature I can find?
You can find some mutton.
Full sheep lamb leg.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
They call
Oh.
it dragon's leg, but it's just like a real big sheep.
If you want to like expend a little bit extra, you can vie for some owlbear meat.
We're
much
celebrating.
would an
Owlbear meat.
owlbear
Don't eat the
leg
owl
cost?
bears.
Are owlbears
Um,
sentient?
Owlbears are, I mean, they're animals, so yeah. What do you mean by sentient? Like intelligent?
Intelligent. I feel like owlbears. Oh, look, I've
no.
read some pieces. It said owlbears have the intelligence of like a 5-year-old child. I
Owlbears
don't
have
know
an
if
int
eating-
of 3.
That's like 2 above a
Five-year-old child.
potato.
That is edible intellectual level.
Two above
Yeah,
a
you can
potato.
eat that. Eileen's looking for the
Apparently.
biggest leg of whatever she can find.
Owlbears watch
Tossed
sunsets.
aside.
Yeah, if you drop a gold piece, you can get like an entire thigh of an owlbear.
Yeah, give me the whole fucking thing. I want to carry around like a caveman club.
Yeah, I mean we
Bone and
got
all.
our friend back. Let's go all out. I don't see why not.
All right.
We have the money for it.
Maybe.
Cool.
Any-
Does Eileen need a gold coin?
No, I paid.
But okay.
All right. And I believe you were staying at
The inn that we teleported right in front of.
the Rebellious Sun, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebellious Sun.
So that's where you were staying. Are you gonna go to the Soap and Sparrow warehouse and find your sister, or
Yeah, we can
what's
check
the
in
plan?
with Lila real quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good with everyone. Bring
Okay.
buy some food initially and then head over.
Yeah. Yeah, you head over to the warehouse. It is very, very busy. As you like head to the entrance, you can see like the large cargo loading bay door is wide open, and you can see carts constantly coming in and out, and like the ledgerman is taking notes and directing people in and out, and it is very, very busy now that you are around the festival time. Things are being shipped and imported like crazy.
Issar tries to clock wherever Lila is, assuming she'd probably be on the floor at this point since it's not lunchtime.
Yeah, you walk inside and you can see her out by a large apparatus that seems to be like raising and lowering things, like kind of like a crane, but more rudimentary technology. You can see her like directing things and has a large also ledger that she's reading off of and marking off some things and then pointing to some boxes to be brought down.
Yeah, Issar just kind of shouts, Lila! And then like raises a hand up to her from across the warehouse, trying not to get in the way of anyone.
She looks over her shoulder and then looks back towards the person who's operating and then looks to another person that's also standing by and pulls them over and then
You're doing this job now.
yeah, hands them the list and then walks over towards you. She looks at you. Issar, you're back. I assume that means things went well.
Issar moves to the side and presents his friend Adia. We have returned victorious. No fatalities, no injuries, other than the usual.
Lose coughs
know.
at the no fatalities thing.
No permanent fatalities.
That's very
So-
good news. Glad to meet you. I'm Lila. I am the older sister of your friend Issar here.
Adia is like she already ate one of her the food things, and then she's just holding the other one aloft. She just hugs Lila.
Oh, okay.
Just hugs her
Yep.
tight. Did you know hugging is a very good feeling? Your brother saved my entire existence. He's a very good man.
Oh, it was a
Glad to
team
hear
effort.
it.
Yes.
Very glad
But,
to hear it.
And your
Yeah,
warehouse is so
I-
loud.
kind of like pushes your
Sorry.
forehead with her palm, like slowly trying to like peel you off.
Isar tries to get a word in, and Adia just continues through, and he's just waiting.
Yeah, Adia just lets go and starts wandering off already. Like, not that far.
I
Audio.
thought it'd be a good idea to maybe check in, considering where we were going, letting you know we're safe. We wanted to celebrate, and we were wondering if there was any restaurants nearby, preferably a buffet. Adia hasn't eaten in quite a while. That was her second of whatever that was. Preferably, I don't know if this is possible, but like a buffet situation that maybe has like some alternate activities for people that are like, you know, not eating, like, I don't know, books or games or.
If you're looking for activities, then I would just stick to the streets rather than try to find a restaurant. Most restaurants are kind of closed, sort of, right now in the city.
Okay.
It's more so that everyone is setting up shops outside and, you know, things like that. It's mostly street food and street fare currently. All the restaurants have kind of set out carts and set out outside business rather than having all these indoor locations. All the events and everything that are going on. If you're looking for things to do, then there are games, there are shows, there are all kinds of things like that that are happening out in the city. Very busy for us right now with all the
Yeah, I don't want to take too much
stuff.
of your time, obviously. Food recommendation and show recommendation, and then we'll be on our way.
Show, I would look into the there's a stone splitting contest for the Madro Earth and Realness Festival of the Equinox. They're you know, large gemstones and rock that are being split and for a contest. And that's an interesting one to see always. And as for food, I would try to find some. There's a lot of fresh produce right now. A lot of things being grown and harvested. So I would look into a lot of the more aromatic vegetation and things like that. A lot of spices, and look for things that have a lot of flavors in that regard.
Sounds good. I'll let you get back to it. I appreciate it. And thank you again for the aid that you gave us. It was quite literally life-saving.
I'm glad you all came back okay.
Me too. And Isar gives her a big
Aw.
hug, lifts her off her feet, and then sets her down. We're gonna go. We're just gonna probably stay at the what was the inn again? And Isar looks back at the group.
Rebellious Sun.
Rebellious Sun. That's where we'll be at. See you later.
Sounds good. I'll likely be very busy for the next few days, so I'm probably going to be here for most of the time.
Okay. When we might be leaving town soon to go deal with a thing, returning something that we said we'd return. So I'll come back and let you know when we're heading out eventually.
Feel free to stop by.
Okay, bye. And Isar
All right.
tries
head
to
out.
find wherever Adia is with the jingling keys.
She's just squatting next to a halfling who's like overlooking one of the shipments. She's just asking questions too.
Oh no.
While still eating her food.
Getting paid minimum wage.
Your breath really
this guy's on
smells.
his
Do you
second
mind?
job.
Oh, sorry. She just covers her mouth. Sorry.
Have you brushed your teeth for like a month?
I
half a
tried
month.
I tried my best last night, but so what do you do with this one? Do you just put it on the rack over there? And
Layla, who is this?
Isar
Layla.
comes at this point and picks her up. We're
Oh,
going.
okay. Goodbye. Thank you for the answers.
All right. It's hard to pick up Alia and drag her out. You all head
Let's
back out in
go.
the streets. Yeah,
Uh,
you can go find the shows and the festivities and events and food and all things like that around if you want.
I don't know if I can eat before Audia takes a bath or a shower or something.
I took
you're
a bath
holding
There
Yes,
might be a
yesterday.
bathhouse
You've
open.
eaten like half
Most
of that
the
leg
restaurants are
already.
closed, so
I don't know if I can eat any more.
As
Until
she takes
that-
another bite.
All right, one more bite, and then I'm really worried about it.
We can
Lose.
find a bathhouse.
So passively
Probably, I would assume
perceptive.
that's open.
Can we bring
I
food
could've
inside?
asked Lila about that. To a bathhouse? I mean, if you pay enough, I think they let you do most anything.
Oh,
What's that mean,
Maybe
Asar?
you shouldn't though. Maybe.
Well, like-
Asar?
No, not like what? Like
Just
you
gotta
could
find
bring
the right
food in.
one.
Weird.
he means paying
don't-
for sex.
No,
No,
What I thought.
No,
Okay.
What?
she.
I
I didn't want to say it.
He's paying for sex.
that's
I mean-
not what Isar meant at all. He is now
Oh.
super bright red.
Why are you embarrassed?
He just meant they wouldn't care if you brought in food if you paid a little more.
Oh.
You implied a lot of things with
I
what you
didn't.
asked.
You
You
did.
implied that I
You did.
implied.
You did say that they would do a lot of things if you paid them enough.
No.
Do you wish to
that's not what I
ask?
said.
So I can ask for you.
I'm sure I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I just never
Isar is
saw the
just
side of
fucking
you
bright red.
in.
This has got some hard secondhand embarrassment happening.
I said I would help you. I will help you find sex.
This is his one favor,
No.
Claudia. He won't admit to it, but this is his one favor. You need to do this for him.
Oh,
You didn't know, please.
oh, okay.
To the bathroom.
It starts hyperventilating now.
Isar seems like he does not want it. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I will not help him in that.
Eileen's just like thoughtfully chewing on her leg.
Yeah, find us our sex.
Yeah.
Do it.
I've been trying for like 7 years. Just can't find anybody for him.
Is he receptive?
Not really. We've been trying to work on it. He's bald.
Oh. I suppose not having a very good amount of fur would.
Being bald
lowers
just kills your sex drive.
It's a known fact.
It's the
Like
low
being on your
T.
foot cures athlete's foot.
Yep. So which one, bathhouse situation or?
There is a sort of like onsen spa type place called Cleanse that you can go to.
Yeah.
They have teeth cleaning services.
Yeah.
Deep claw.
They do lots of stuff.
Deep
They
claw
do,
cleansing.
He
Uh-huh.
clawed.
they do like
do a
bathhouse type
lot of stuff.
onsen. They have
No.
massages, hot stones, hydro massage of like, you know, very
No.
petty mages that like blast water in different areas from underneath you and like hydro massage.
Bidet.
My
They
new character.
have steam rooms, they have hot tubs, they have like full like body cleanings if you need it. Yeah.
My new character's a mage that did that for like fucking 10 years. Just sprayed the undercarriage of people that walked into the bathhouse.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Eileen needs to die.
Yes, that is quite the compelling story for a character.
He cleaned this one cat and it was so harrowing he decided he needed to leave.
You head inside, and there is a half-elven woman with light white blonde hair that's fairly short and braided. Very wide green hazel eyes with a thin frame and facial features, but friendly and fairly young looking. And her name is Jarilla. Jarilla looks at you and, hello, how can I help you today? Welcome to Cleanse.
I need my teeth brushed and a bath.
Sure. The teeth brush is a bit of a strange request, but if you'd like access to the hot spas, the hot springs.
We have all
that can be
been
arranged.
through the ringer and would like the best service possible because we need a break.
Understood. Then if I could, I would suggest a ice bath first to loosen up and sort of numb any of these wearinesses and things like that. And then after that, a massage to stretch out the muscles, followed by a bit of a steam, and then finish up with a hot spring spa.
Yes,
That
please.
sounds wonderful. All of that, please, for all of us.
How much
Understood.
will that cost?
Doesn't
be
matter.
5 gold pieces
but-
a person.
Isar pays it for everybody.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Azar.
Okay.
So that's me, Lita, Lynn, Luz, Adia.
Alina's
25
stripping her clothes off.
That's
Lita, look away.
But we have towels and changing rooms if you'd like to wait.
Yes.
That would be great.
She hands each of you a pair of slippers as well as a couple towels, and then leads you to a side room where you can all get changed.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, Alita, is water
Water's
all right
fine.
with you? Okay.
Water safe.
Water's fine.
Are you waterproof?
I'm sure you can wear a robe into
far
the
can you be
bathhouse
submerged?
to the water
I-
if you don't mind.
I intend to.
Okay.
Galita's already numb too.
I did not mean to trouble you.
It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all get changed and head into the ice bath for a very system shocking but pain numbing plunge.
Is
You can
it really
feel
that system shocking after all we've
Does
been
it
through?
feel eerily similar to the river Styx?
My trauma is colder than this water.
it's less cold than the river.
Less cold.
Colder than
Oh, this
the
isn't too bad.
Yeah, you all go through the motions of going into the ice bath and then having the massage. Alita, do you go through with a massage as well, or?
She won't go with the massage. I was having this up, but like through this process, she's leaving behind her mask, but she's keeping the illusion glove on.
Okay.
And for the most, she's gonna definitely like stay away from anything that's like too much contact.
Mhm.
And she will be keeping like the robe kind of like around her torso, like basically anywhere that where the conversion is. She'll just
Mhm.
kind of be like holding tight to that.
Sounds good. Yeah, you go through the cold bath and then the massage for all of you except for Alita, and then into the hot springs together. It is a very nice outdoor area and environment with all kinds of like plants, a little garden around the area with the hot spring, and very much like a Japanese onsen.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
You all relax and can discuss and talk amongst yourselves if you'd like.
But between
the
the
only ones in?
massage,
You have your own like sector. It's split up into groups, so it's kind of like sectioned off. So there's other people like further away, but this area that you purchased together is your area.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And there's like these large like silken sort of blinds that you can draw away or pull if you want privacy. Up to you.
between the massage and the onsen, Isar got a face mask with the cucumbers on the eyes, and he's still wearing it. And he's like, just takes one of them off and just starts eating it.
Nice.
Eileen's
This
holding
is nice.
the rest of her bone leg above the water as well.
She
A
brought it in.
large
God.
platter of food, a large assortment of different types is brought out on a large like wooden plank and brought down to the side of where your spot is, and then left for all of you.
How do they keep these hot springs clean? Is my question.
We should do this more often.
This is
Yes.
great.
Every time we get to a big town, we should find this, because this is nice.
It's all right.
Is this a chain?
Alita, as you were sitting back and
Oh,
just
still
in the
fucking-
water,
What happens in a
you don't
You short
really-
circuit!
you don't really feel much. Like your senses are kind of dulled. For a moment, there's like you felt it before in the cold water. There was a flash of cold. You could feel like the chill kind of send a shiver up your spine for a moment. It was strange. You thought maybe there was like some sort of weird sensation that you're not really sure where it came from. Maybe it was in your head. As you sit in the water, you feel a bit warm. There's like some temperature that's surrounding you that you are actually able to feel in a small way every now and again when you think about it. And as you kind of close your eyes for a few moments to concentrate, you see a flash of a memory. It seems like a memory. You see a very large man, very much bigger than you. You seem very close to the ground, like you're a child. Takes you by the hand and starts leading you down a walkway. And you're looking around, there's forest all around you. It's very beautiful and pretty, probably in the middle of the spring. The man is just leading you by the hand as you look around at all the scenery. And the man turns towards you, and you can see curly blonde, thick hair, gray blue eyes, very built and muscular. Scars all down the arms and across the legs. But a very kind and happy face with a very bright smile towards you. Says some words inaudibly. Can't really hear anything. And then turns back and continues walking with you. And your eyes open and the vision's gone. And the heat's gone. And you feel just sitting in the water again.
Yeah, Alita, for a brief moment where like she was kind of relaxed in that memory, and then kind of like stiffens, and then she kind of curls back in on herself a little bit.
Do any of us notice?
You see
Perception?
Alita kind of like sitting back and eyes closed and relaxing
Okay.
for a little bit. Maybe a little bit more relaxed than she usually is at that particular moment.
Just gonna make an insight check.
Sure.
I'm gonna, cause I pay attention to my friends.
Adia's scarfing food.
Just starts
so
eating
she
it.
Same.
knows.
Yeah, we're munching.
I pay attention to my friends.
I'd say Luz that you would probably notice that she's probably not really trying to hide this, but she definitely, throughout most of this, definitely seems very uncomfortable. Like she kind of for a lot of time while she's here, she kind of just had like her arms wrapped around herself. Seems very, and she's like trying to like kind of, even you guys trying to keep you guys on her right, like unmarred side. Like she's kind of like self-conscious about it. And then like she did seem to relax for a bit, but she seemed to be
Reflect.
reminded. Yeah. Kind of just reminded of something.
I'll just kind of, yeah, Luce will just be like, "Are you having a good time?"
It's fine. It's just kind of reminiscing.
Like, that's a good time.
How much you're still trying to recreate the sending scroll, right?
Yeah.
How much more do you need for that?
I think I have everything except the money. I have everything except for the money.
But how much money do you need?
Yeah, that's what.
290.
Damn.
I have 10 gold to my name at the moment. Which is why I was asking about the price.
Isar has 166 left.
How do I have no money?
Well, I got
Is that-
money from my sister
You spent a lot
Oh.
of money on that star map.
and the star map. Yeah, the star map was.
Oh, yeah. That's true. But other people helped me with that. How do I just have no money?
Because you're a druid. Druids don't care about money.
this through with
I
this.
don't normally need money.
You have astrology. You don't need
Oh,
money.
you got the diamond. You bought a diamond.
Your wallet's in
Oh
retrograde.
yeah, I
You
bought a
don't-
diamond so I could res people if I actually needed to truly
Yeah.
res people.
Yeah. Should we start a?
Thank you for
Isar-
reminding
Isar
me.
is currently floating. Should we start a party fund? Just so we have money for things we all need, so that nobody's broke.
Once
what?
I've earned some money, sure.
Like the diamond that Lou's got, the sending scroll, so we could contact people.
I think Lou's pretty much nailed it. We haven't done anything for money. Everything we've done is for some external and insane
Got it.
cause.
Well,
got
now
it.
we're
Alita.
delivering a battery.
Alita, can you roll me a
Doesn't
D100?
D100.
Oh.
Oh
Killing
no.
Angels doesn't really pay well.
Oh no.
Fortunately,
Like,
not.
come on, get
Good.
there.
Or false hydras.
More false hydras, that doesn't pay.
74.
74.
You shit out
I
74
don't like
gold.
the way you said that.
How do I put
You're-
this?
Your entire
Uh,
body turns to robotic.
Have you ever seen a Bionicle?
in that time that you're kind of pulled back into yourself a little bit and like able to relax, you see a memory of your time back on the island with your mother. And you could swear you see one of your sisters. Sisters as in not biological, sisters as in like, one of the other arcane practitioners granted power in the same way as you. And you could swear that along with them, one of your sisters, there is a figure that is a tabaxi in a similar fur coloration as Adia.
Alita wakes up. I know where your parents are.
Like how much? Are there any like details or features that kind of
You
stand out?
can't even really remember which sister it is, and you're not entirely sure of any of the details. Just in this moment, you kind of see someone that looks like they're wearing the garb of one of your sisters, and along with them, maybe one of their like partners or bodyguards or whatever, someone that works along with them. Looks like maybe is a tabaxi of the same fur coloration.
Adia,
Where?
how long ago did you say your mother disappeared?
Looks up my character sheet.
Leah had food in her mouth.
What is your mother's name?
Wait,
How do you
hold
not
on.
have these things on hand?
Actually, I do. I just looked at the wrong spot. Wait, sorry. What was the question?
What's your? Well, how long ago did your mother disappear?
She disappeared when I was fairly young. 12? I would
How
suspect.
old are you now?
I'm 19 now. I'm like checking.
So that's 7 years.
Alita's kind of like just trying to think of the best way to say this.
Your mother's been kidnapped by an eldritch god.
In your coloration, that's rare, right? There's not many tabaxi like that.
Well, I'm not quite sure. We are known, though, however, for this coloration in my eyes. I mean, all of the family that I know of has it, except for my
You-
father.
And you haven't seen any other tabaxi like that?
Not so far. I'm sure there's someone who has that coloration out here. It's the same fur as mine.
I think I might have seen your mother.
She just perks up.
Yeah, wide eyes. Loses all wide eyes. Like, okay, what?
How? You are in a bath.
Not here. I was, like I said, I was reminiscing a bit. And there was, I didn't really know them, but there was female tabaxi with the coloration like yourself.
It was a male.
Oh,
It
male?
was a male. Oh.
Oh.
Fuck.
Male, my bad. I saw your brother, my bad.
Oh. Oh. Wait. But that's not exactly a good thing, is it? If he was where you used to be.
No, I don't think it is. But if that
I mean,
was
what-
him,
What?
then I
what did
think the Verazam might know a bit more about the shepherd. At the very least, that clearly you were sent over to study the battery, right?
Yes. Well, at least to get the record of it.
Then I think it's not too far to assume that they probably know or assume there was some connection between it and what happened with your mother and brother.
That is might be a stretch. They could have. I'm not very high in status as a librarian, but there would be. They would send me on some easy mission. It wouldn't be. I feel like that might be a stretch, but if that's true, what?
I feel like
what
it'd be a very big coincidence. I think it'd be a very big coincidence for them to not know. Unless they were just sending someone out, examining every other advanced mechanism there is in Theodora.
I mean, they do tend to do that. However, that is what the Verizam does. That's what they send us out for. Like, hopefully, perhaps to find some information on these kind of artifacts, and never to use. I do not think. What did you see in your memories, in your vision? You said he was. My brother was guarding. Did you even say that?
I just saw them kind of just gathered, right? I didn't really see anything activity that they were doing.
No, it just looked like he was with one of the sisters of Primus, and perhaps looked like he was a guardian or something like that. You know, some of the sisters are assigned like a guardian or a partner that they travel with maybe when they're sent out or something like that.
He was.
You personally declined to have anyone come with you, so.
Yeah. He was with someone else that was searching for these pieces.
I don't. I was as you might remember, I was told that. Sorry, it was a decade ago. They stole some information, but it never came to light, and it was never sold. Eventually, they dropped the entire hunting for them, and nothing came out of it. But I'm certain they wouldn't have stolen information if there wasn't some very good reason. If they're with the shepherds, it's. I would like more evidence. I thank you for this information, but I want to know more. I need, perhaps. I need to know more before I can decide anything.
Fair enough. Just thought, just kind of popped in my head.
Thank you for telling me, even though you know it must have been strange. Yeah, Adi looks now. She kind of looks like she lost her appetite a little bit, and her ears are like lowered. She's staring at her food. Just
Leah now feels bad a little bit.
Isar chimes in. So my sister said there were games we could go to. One of them was like a rock splitting competition. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Yeah, what do we want to do after this?
I mean, we should probably try and make a plan of travel.
Well, I mean, that can wait for the night, right? Like, the whole point of this night was to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Audia. What
With
do you
Audia,
want to do,
for
Audia?
Audia.
Sorry. Yes. I suppose games. I would like to hear some more noise, some music. It was very quiet where I was. Very dark.
Games it is?
What
I
did
would
we
like to-
have after the onsen?
Onsen.
What was the next in the schedule?
I don't know. It was like more food, and then it's some kind of like gem breaking thing.
Well, no, I'm saying in
Oh.
this, I thought we had more after the onsen. It was ice bath, massage.
Oh, okay. This
Onsen.
spa specifically.
I don't remember if there's another thing at the spa we were paying for.
We should
Not,
climb the-
not unless you want anything else.
Gotcha. This is the last. We're just relaxing.
We should climb the highest building in the city.
Why?
Think it'd be cool?
I would like to do that as well.
I'm not very good at climbing.
Neither am I. I'm okay at climbing.
You're not the worst I've seen.
I mean, like, I climbed that one building,
One.
but there was a lot of bricks. There was a lot of footholds. You
What's-
basically ran
what
up it.
is-
It starts like tilts his head. What? You're fast.
It's just yeah. What's the tallest building in the city, Chris?
There's a very large clock tower that is the tallest that sticks
Hell
up above
yeah.
everything
We gotta
else.
go up
Are
the
we
clock
gonna get in
tower at some
trouble
point.
for
The fucking
this?
clock tower. That's a point of interest.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. There might be a
There's
fucking
treasure
collectible up
behind
there.
the face of the clock tower.
And then you do the what is it? The Assassin's Creed thing, the eagle dive out of it.
It's more like a sundial than a clock tower. It's not literally like a clock up in the tower. It's a building, but
Yeah,
it's like
sundial's on top.
it leaves a shadow on like a large like dial around it, and then that tells the time of where the shadow of the clock tower.
I'm absolutely doing that tonight.
Yes, let's do it.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm not climbing sundial.
But stone splitting.
Stone splitting sounds cool.
I want to see you break them.
Me too.
Probably could.
I
I don't
bet
know if
you
I can
will.
enter it. It might be. Well, I mean, we'll see. I would assume I could enter it.
Maybe as one of the rocks. They'll just mistake your bald head as like one of the breaking
no.
rocks. Sorry.
Eileen.
Isar just slides under the water until just his bald head is showing.
Look, just like that.
All
I
right,
guess
so
that
you all
could be
finish
a
up.
gemstone.
You all finish up in the onsen, and then gather your belongings and head out.
Yeah.
All right,
I-
Adia.
Oh,
Deep
what?
breath, breathe out.
Oh, all right. He's like,
Does her breath still smell?
It's better. It smells like food
Got
now.
spit on my face after the cough.
It smells very aromatic of like, rosemary, garlic, onions, all kinds of.
That's kind of awful.
It's kind of bad, but bad like because it's food, not because it's
Oh,
like
okay.
bacteria.
Normal bad.
Just
Yeah.
smells like
Not
normal
dead
food
body
now. You
dead.
smell like a rotisserie chicken.
Mm.
That sounds.
Fuck heavy.
could knock out-
rotisserie. Just throwing
I
that
could
out.
knock out a couple rotisseries right
Yeah.
now.
Is that Eileen or is that Cody?
That's me. No, that's all
Both.
me, baby. Fuck heavy with rotisserie chicken. Sorry.
Rotisserie's
Alright,
great. $5.
$5
eat the whole
for a
thing.
meal? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All right,
Adia
so-
instead of having her like usual hair up, like she just has it down now. Like she just
I imagine Adia just looks like a wet cat.
well, yes, wet cat, but also she looks not as, I guess, put together. Like she seems a lot more relaxed about it now. She likes the feeling of air and the breeze.
All right. So where are you going?
Stone cutting.
Good question.
Yeah, stone.
Stone breaking.
There's a large, almost looks like an axe yard, a large clearing that is set out in a kind of a field and in a park type area. And it looks like there are very large boulders, very large gemstones, all kinds of hard materials that are set out in little trays and sections, and then being brought forward for contenders to try to break with large hammers and things like that. Looks like it is kind of you pay to attempt, and then if you win, then you could win prizes, you can win money, you can win things like that.
That sounds.
It looks like there's going to be like an actual contest later on that people are like signing up for, where it's going to be like the last one standing, like you go in like a sequence and like ramping up hardness and things like that, and then last one standing who's able to break the stone or gemstone or whatever wins the contest. But you can do whatever you want, either just like try a one-off attempt, or you can try to enter the contest if you want.
Isar kind of looks at the group. Before I sign up for this, should I not do anything special?
What does
Like,
that
you know,
mean?
use my stuff?
See if other
I
people
feel like
are
this might
doing
be
it.
kind of.
How
Huh?
many children's souls are you willing to burn?
That's.
Holy fuck,
Isar's just like
no!
1,000-yard stare at the ground.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
The name of this group should be the Petties.
What did
Wow.
you shoot on now, Delito? What the hell is that from?
I was
Damn.
having such a nice time.
Maybe I don't enter the competition.
You don't even get. Isar can't catch a freaking break. Jesus.
Isar's catching strays left and right for no reason.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe you
Uh.
don't use the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Normal hammer. Yeah. Oh
You're
my
plenty
God,
strong.
Alita. That was mean.
I'm just asking a question.
Alita just smirks and shrugs her shoulders.
Good luck, Asar.
Uh,
Don't think about what she just
yeah.
said.
So you said there's. I could either sign. Do I sign up for the competition, or do I just try and break some of these stones? There's like prizes and stuff for breaking.
Why not both?
I mean, we can do other things. I don't have to. We'll start with just the regular stones, and then if it feels good, I'll move up to the competition.
Yes.
Adia,
Yeah,
you
I
ready
don't know.
for
Whatever.
large noises.
One
Like
of the
hammers?
stones. Yeah, I mean, this is noise. You're gonna hear hammer on boulder.
If it gets too loud, I can always cover my ears. But
Alright.
I would like to hear some noise. It is very welcome. Anything is welcome compared to the vastness and silence of the void.
So
Okay. Yeah, Isar finds one of the boulders that doesn't seem like it's being attempted by anyone, I guess.
Like, because it's very. You want to attempt like a very hard one, or like, do you want to attempt to split like metal? Do you want to attempt to split gemstone? Do you want to attempt to split just like rock? Like, what are you trying? Like, what level of difficulty are you trying to go for? 'Cause
Would it
that'll
go
change
like
the price and the
rock?
prize?
Would it go like what? Gem, rock, metal? kind of like
I mean,
that order.
they have like a slab of adamantine that you can try to split if you want.
Damn.
I don't think I'm gonna break that. I only have an 18 strength.
Who's gonna break that?
Uh,
Holy shit.
Yeah. We'll just start with like a big bolt, something like that. That looks Titan Steel Rock.
Okay. So you're just gonna start with like a regular, just like rock,
Yeah, just a regular.
just like a
rock.
boulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pay 5 silver pieces. Or sorry, 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Mark that off. Yeah, and then do you supply the hammer or can I use my own? What's the
They give you a pretty shitty, rusty looking,
Oh.
large like hammer.
Sorry, like looks at the hammer. Makes like a face, like you defaced this
It
beautiful tool.
looks like it's made out of like cast iron.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, it's such a bad. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, Isar is gonna take the hammer, and kind of like feel the hilt, feel what it feels like, and then go for the swing.
All right.
What am I?
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
It's really low. I rolled a 5. That's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
You wind up the hammer behind you and slam down onto the rock, and it splits apart, and little shards spray everywhere of this rock. You are able to crush it and send like dust, a small plume of like orangish red rock dust into the air. And a bunch of people cheer, and you get handed a large like rack of ribs as your reward, like a big platter of food.
Isar holds it up to Eileen.
Woo!
Isar, hands it off to Eileen.
You're my hero.
The ribs. Yeah, Isar will move up to. I don't know. Move up to like one of the metals.
One of the metals.
Yeah, we'll try one of the metals. Not adamantine. He's not
Can
gonna
you
break
bring your own
adamantine
hammer
with a
to
cast
the
iron.
big boy contest?
Well, there's a different like tool
Oh,
for each
oh,
thing.
gotcha. So they
Oh.
wouldn't hand me cast iron for the adamantine.
No.
We're gonna work our way up to that. Yeah, I don't know. One of the metals. I don't know. What are the rewards for them? Like, do they say that beforehand, or is it just like kind of like a here you go? This is a big stuffed animal.
kind of like a carnival.
Gotcha.
Oh. Hmm.
What are other people attempting in the area?
Most people are just sticking to like the rock. Some people are trying like some quartz, some like petty, like less hard gemstones. There's some people that are attempting to split like large chunks of like emerald and like really, really hard, dense gemstone and precious gems.
Isar's
But
broke
none of
emerald
them are
before.
really succeeding too well.
Isar will try the emerald. That sounds
Okay.
He
interesting.
has broken gemstones before, but with his like nice big good hammer.
Oh.
You get handed a slightly better looking steel tool. It looks like it's kind of like a pickaxe almost,
Mhm.
but it's more like a cylinder that comes to a point in the center. It's kind of like almost like a war pick, if you would.
Okay.
Okay. But then, yeah, you get handed that. Looks like it's not rusted or anything, but it's not like great.
Yeah. Before Isar swings, he's gonna take a look at the emerald and kind of gauge with his knowledge of like stone and gems and all that.
Mm.
Try and see if he can
Look for like a
suss
weak
out.
point.
Yeah, suss out a weak point or something.
Yeah, make a gem cutting tools check.
I don't have a
Let's
gem
say-
cutting tools. I have mason and smith.
Mason tools. Make a mason
Gotcha.
tools check.
That's
Um,
a 17 plus whatever you want me to add.
proficiency first of all.
So 20 then.
And then let's say you can use your wisdom here.
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
You find a pretty good looking spot where you can see like people have kind of been chipping around it, and then you see an area where it looks like maybe if I hit this point it'll like fracture all those previous indentations.
Chain reaction with it.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
yeah.
see pretty good.
Isar's gonna aim for that spot and swing.
Okay, I'll say make your check with advantage, and I'll
Cool.
adjust the DC accordingly as well.
Okay, so there was 8, but then there was a 14 plus 7 to 21.
21. Yeah, you take the hammer or the pick and you slam it down with force onto this spot. You pinpoint, hit the exact spot that you were aiming for, and there's a little bit of like a sound as the impact hits. And a lot of the previous attempts where on this gemstone on the emerald that had been tried, it was like a very hollow, like it would hit and then bounce off and like kind of slide and like scratch. Yours hits with a heavy and like embeds into it, and then as you draw it back, it shatters out to the side, and you can see shards of emerald like scatter across the surface. And yeah, you were able to break it.
Cool. That was also
Big.
2 silver, right? Or was it more?
To attempt that one was a gold piece.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what to mark off.
Oh, you were just spending money.
And you are given in return a fairly sizable rough chunk of the emerald that you split, worth 50 gold.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
Woo!
that's
That's a
solid.
profit on the day so far.
Yeah.
50 G emerald. Sick. Do I go for more?
You.
Isar looks to the group. Should I try something else, or should we move
Yes.
on, or what do you guys?
Maybe the actual.
How are your
tournament?
ears doing, Adia?
They are doing fine.
Okay,
Thank you for asking.
of course. Isar broke the emerald after using his mason tools to suss out a weak.
You
Cool.
should go for the adamantine.
I should.
Yes.
Do we have anything to help Asar do that?
Oh, how much is it?
Actually,
Not money. Money I can pay for.
Actually,
Oh shit. Oh, do you
To
have
attempt,
the?
I can
to attempt the adamantine, you have
enhance
to pay.
ability.
How
To
much? How
attempt
much
the
is the
adamantine, you have to pay 25 gold.
Damn! What is the fuck is the price? Prize.
Damn.
Yeah, we do. That.
All right.
Could I?
Yeah, we're doing that. We make that bet. We take that deal.
Okay, so I
64
can
minus 25.
enhance your strength
30.
and give you advantage on your strength checks. Well, that's strength
That's-
checks. That's not. Does that?
I mean
count?
that is a check.
check.
It's athletics.
Oh,
It's a check.
okay, yeah. Okay, so I could do that.
I can give him
Or-
bless.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
So
yeah.
we can double up on here. We're cheating.
Plus the saving throws.
Plus the saving throws.
I thought it was or...
Guidance would help.
No, guidance. I have guidance too. I can cast guidance on you also.
Can you do
Enhanced
both?
ability is concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both concentration.
Guidance is not concentration. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Just
Now
kidding.
this is the big one. Alita.
Yes.
Make me cry.
Yes. What, I don't.
What was that?
You were the one that made me feel awful, so I'm just like can I do what I can do?
You can do what you want.
What's the question?
Oh, well, like I could use like my Death Knight abilities and make it, big boom.
Oh.
It's adamantine. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna break this normally.
I can perhaps help you with telekinetic movement. Maybe we
No,
can like.
no. I don't think that's gonna.
Oh.
Isar just kind of looks up. I'm sorry.
Some orphan somewhere.
Yeah, Isar pays the 25 gold to attempt the adamantine break.
Well, yeah, before he
And
does that,
The cure of
where
cancer
the
was
people
never
can't
born.
see, I enhance his ability. with
Okay.
strength.
Yeah, the enhance ability when I converse.
Okay. You cast enhance ability, and you can feel your strength be bolstered.
All right, yeah. pay the money, pull up the adamantine slab. What did they give me?
The adamantine slab is any tool of your choice.
Your hammer.
Does the bless work too, or no? That's not for
No,
ability,
bless
right?
would be saving throws. I'm gonna
They provide
inspect-
like all kinds of different tools.
yeah.
Or you
Okay.
can use your own. Up to you.
I'm going to inspect the adamantine and try and figure out what could possibly what I think the best tool for the job would this be. Would it just be my
Mhm.
magically enhanced hammer? Would it be something that has more of an edge to it? Like
Make a Smith tools check.
natural one.
Oh.
You would at
I
least
don't
know
fucking know.
adamantine would
I
work
don't
against
fucking
adamantine,
know.
right?
Total of.
What am I adding to it?
Your wisdom.
Proficiency plus.
7 total.
7. You know that you would need some sort of like die cutter. You would need something that would be able to slice it. Because, just impacting with a hammer is not going to do anything.
Yeah.
So maybe they have like die cutters that they provide. Maybe you could like lay down like the die itself and then strike it with the your hammer. And
When you
that
say
would be,
die cutter, Isar knows
It's
what
like-
that is.
yeah,
But,
it's
but
like
Alex
a-
doesn't.
It's like a sharpened wedge that
Okay.
you put up against something and that has a flat back to it that you strike.
Oh,
and it,
okay.
like,
So it would be
Cuts into it.
put die cutter and then hit with hammer or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Yeah, Isar will look at what they have to offer and kind of describe what he's looking for it and see if there's something.
It looks like, as you're gauging the situation, it seems like this is a pretty rigged situation. Like
Aw.
not very good possibilities, because the actual like tool for like the cutter, the die, is made out of like tool steel, which is nowhere near as hard as adamantine. So they're not providing you with like equal toolage. They're not giving you an adamantine die to cut adamantine.
Okay.
They're giving you a much less hard material to cut a much harder material.
Fuck these guys.
It's a carnival. What do you expect?
You
Yeah.
have
Still.
something. You have something that could potentially be used as a die.
Do I? Oh, the
It's
sword
harder
hilt?
than the adamantine.
Oh, the Titan steel. You're
That's
talking
what I was
about.
thinking.
Eh?
Also, would this count as an attack roll, Chris?
No, I'm just
Okay.
having you do athletics check.
Okay.
Okay.
You wouldn't
Um,
break it.
I'm gonna do a bunch of things for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So Isar is going to take the.
You could try to shape the Titan steel into like an edge.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what Isar is gonna do. He's gonna take the piece that he has already been kind of fucking with, and try and mold it in the way he knows how and the limited knowledge he has into a point.
Okay.
Molding legendary steel for a carnival game.
Absolutely. Oh, we're
Hell
breaking
yeah.
this rigged game.
Fuck these
Hell
carnies.
yeah, you show them.
Fuck these carnies. Yeah. So what can he do with the Titan steel to try and make a wedge? This is gonna be some prep time. He already paid the 25 gold. He's like, I'm just gonna this first. Try and prepare.
I'm gonna say, just roll a.
Alito will use restore balance to get rid of his advantage.
No.
That's fucked
No, I'm
up.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
She's not that
wait,
petty.
but I can also use my guidance.
You're concentrating on
I
enhance
can use
ability.
my woe versus wheel if hold on, I have to.
Hell yeah, use it.
What this? I'm not. We're doing the Titan steel first. I'm not
It's
actively.
a 2.
I haven't even rolled anything yet.
I'm gonna say,
No, don't worry about it.
just
I had
roll
to
D100
check
at
whether or
first.
not I could help
Roll a
you
D100. Okay.
D100 for how you are able to manipulate the Titan steel.
I got my Diablo dice.
Cloud, I do have a 3-inch diameter mortar shell.
That when it's a 1 in double zeros, what does that mean?
100.
Yeah,
That's 1.
that's 1. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
What's the 100?
So that's a 1. That's a 0 and
3
double
zeros.
zeros.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a 1.
That's
It
insane.
is in the last form that you had it, which I believe was like a disc, like a flat
Yeah.
disc. Doesn't seem to be budging very much.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. That fucking blows, guys.
It is kind of flat. It's pretty flat disc, you know. So like you could turn it on its
You
side.
know what
I guess,
Isar's
and
gonna
try to
do?
drive it in.
He's gonna take 2 of the other ingots of Titan steel that he has and wedge them together with it to have it sticking straight up.
Okay.
He says it's not working
Yeah,
for
it's
him.
not sharp, but you know it is Titan steel.
It is a wedge.
Yeah, it's a wedge.
It is the best. He kind of like shrugs. Yeah. Isar is going to then take out his hammer,
Mhm.
and it's going to begin vibrating with a concuss. And then he is going to jump 20 feet in the air
Oh my god!
and come slamming down with his ring of charging.
Okay.
Because it says
Everything.
moving towards the target, so I'm assuming directly downwards is towards this.
That is towards.
So it would be 2 extra d6.
Holy fuck.
Yes, that's what Isar is going to do with this.
Okay.
We're just watching him
with
go up
enhanceability.
and
With enhanceability, jumping 20 feet in the air with the concuss, ring of charging straight down.
Okay. So go ahead and make your athletics check
With advantage because of
with advantage.
Come on, be a good roll, please. These aren't rolls.
Isn't
I
it?
can't-
Yeah. And then you get
Okay,
to add a
that's
d6.
13 and a
Yes.
14. So 14 plus a d6 you said? What is the d6
Yeah,
for?
because I am using the stars to help you.
Okay.
Fucking with the fates,
For
yo.
5.
Just so you can.
So we're at
And then
19 so far.
Plus your athletics, or was the 14?
That's
with your
without
athletics?
this is without my athletic. With my athletics from a 19
Damn.
to a 26
And then
Damn.
roll 2d6 for your
and then
charge.
2d6 for my charge
Oh, snap.
for a 2 and a 6 for 8 more,
And
bringing
then-
it from what was that? Was that 26?
Yeah,
26 to
32.
32, thank you.
32.
26.
Jesus. Plus
No,
your
no,
34,
no,
34,
more,
34.
more. 34.
34.
34
Jesus.
plus what? Plus
Plus your concuss.
which is
That just changes the DC
gotcha. Yeah, with the concuss.
with a concuss.
Oh, and then let me do a rebound. Oh no, d20. Fine, no rebound.
You leap into the air, like leaving a plume of dust and grass beneath you as you jump
It only
in.
took one orphan
into the
soul.
sky.
It was worth it.
Leap 20 feet into the air and then come slamming down a streak of like white hot or red hot air, like following your hammer as you're like compressing it as you're swinging down so hard, like a re-entry of a spacecraft in the atmosphere.
It's our clothes
Swings
burn off.
straight down into the the broad side of the Titan steel up against the adamantine with a ridiculously loud, resounding just reverberance of metal clanking and crashing against other metal. You slam down into it as it embeds itself 10 feet into the dirt. You can see the adamantine fold in half as you crush down into it and split and launch the two slats
Oh god, I'm
now
gonna kill
into
somebody with these
pieces
slabs.
of adamantine, launch 5 feet in either direction and just dig their way into the dirt, leaving a small crater where you slam down the Titan steel. And it's just absolute silence for a moment after the just reverberating massive gong as everyone covers their ears from the ridiculous reverberance of sound. Like
Isar looks
breaking
down
up
at
the
it,
sound barrier.
scratches his head for a bit, and then just goes.
And everybody just goes fucking wild. The room goes nuts as these two slats of adamantine lay on the side. And the workers look at each other like, what the fuck? And-
Two things and said, "I'm gonna crater this place."
Oh my god.
You pull
Yeah,
your
Liz
hammer
is
out
gonna
of
be
the
like
dirt, you
looking at the
dig-
stars like,
dig the Titan
Yeah, where's
steel
the
out of
Titan
the dirt,
steel?
embed it into the ground. You dig through it and pick it out. The Titan steel is glowing a vibrant green, like
Oh.
very, very bright and pale green color, like that of the river Styx. And you pull the Titan steel out. As you grasp onto it, it is immensely and indescribably cold to the touch.
Imbue it
Whoa.
with the river Styx.
Mold it! Mold it! Mold it!
But you pull it out and put your stuff away as everyone is just going absolutely fucking wild. You are given
What do I get
Um,
for this?
1,000 gold pieces.
Oh shit!
We can do the scroll.
Yo!
Luz is thanking the stars.
It
And
was.
you are
it
given-
was worth the orphan soul.
You are given
Souls
a
worth-
sparkling
Alita's in the corner,
vial.
just like, thank you.
Sparkling vial?
You are
What?
given a
Oh, what?
sparkling vial of aquamarine liquid
Ooh.
that has a small like spark inside of it that is a like fiery red within the aquamarine.
I wonder what
and-
this is like actually.
It is you are told it is a potion of dragon's breath. Whoever imbibes it can cast the it becomes under the dragon's breath spell. And you are given one of the you're not they don't give you the adamantine, but you are
Yeah,
given a ingot of mithril.
Wow.
They
Ingot
give
of
you,
mithril? An ingot
they
of
give
mithril.
you a 5-pound ingot of mithril.
Yo, that was fucking worth it for 25
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
As they are
Yeah,
fucking blown
turnaround.
away that this
Yeah.
was even possible because they didn't think it was.
Isar puts a hand on like one of the organizers' shoulders. I was going to sign up for the tournament as well, but I don't think I'm gonna.
You're
do that now.
disqualified.
Fair enough.
The thumbnail is gonna be so sick for this one. I already have the image in my head.
Oh my god.
It's just the picture of Yamcha in a crater labeled adamantine.
Oh my
The Titan Steel disc has not stopped glowing the
Oh.
vibrant pale green. It is still very much the same color.
And it does not seem to be like changing. In
It
the
doesn't seem to
slightest.
be changing at all. It is
Okay.
frigidly cold. You have to like pick it up with something else.
Should I mark that as something else
Yeah.
in my inventory?
Oh.
You should mark that, or it's somewhere you should make note that this piece of adamantine or of this Titan steel that you have is glowing this pale green and is also frigidly cold.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
my
I
You
just
can
God.
write like Styx imbued Titan steel or something like that.
Cool. Yeah, I made a mark of that. Well, that was
You were amazing
Um,
out there, Sar. That was so cool.
I would say that was a team effort. I got a lot of help from Luz. So, Luz, here's 300 gold.
Really?
Even with it, just to say, even with the concuss, that was a DC 30.
That's what I assumed. And I was like, we're way over this.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Holy crap.
That was great.
I'll
But
admit
you
that was
rolled so
impressive.
well on the Cosmic Omen.
Yeah, the cosmic omen basically made it a natural 90 is what that did, which is huge.
Yeah.
Wild.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
First time I've used Ring of Charging. I didn't get a chance to use it in the fight. I never had a
Use
chance
it
to like
rip off
charge
some
at something.
carnies.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best use that ring is ever gonna get. All right, so I'm marking off 300 gold to give to.
Okay, I'm
Luz.
putting it in my thing, but I think I have parchment from Adia, but I don't.
Oh,
What else
yeah.
do I need to copy a scroll?
What do you guys want to do now? They're not gonna let me do the tournament, so we could watch it. We could see how the
Thanks,
other people
Judy.
do. I'm kind of fine
I-
with that, but it also that was very
mean,
loud.
I mean, I
Yeah,
I
like
think that
everyone's
was-
ears are still ringing. That shit was so loud.
It's our developed tonight.
Yeah, Adia has already
Wah.
covered her ears before you even landed. Like she
Wah,
knew
wah.
what was happening.
I was like-
saw immediate.
I
That was
know. I
like
know what you want to say.
When Thor's hammer hit.
We just
Captain
soul
America's
gauged.
You
shield.
can't
We just
say
soul
it, but I
gauged.
know what you want to say, and I'm there with you.
What?
All
We
right,
can't.
Chris, you got to get a little bit further in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It was very much like when Thor's hammer hit Captain America's shield in
Yeah. Yeah.
Avengers.
Right.
That Tony doesn't get that, but I get that. So yeah,
No, I'm with you.
100%.
Thor
But
hit
Cody, we're
I thought you
on the
watched
same
the-
page.
Captain
the Marvel
America's
movies, Cody.
shield.
I thought you watched the Marvel movies.
He's only
I've
watched a
seen
few.
Guardians of the Galaxy,
I heard the third one was
and
really good.
Deadpool,
It was. I saw it. It's really
and
good.
the X-Men
still need to do
movies.
Oh my god.
All of them. Yeah.
Ugh. There's like a
Great.
couple that are like real solid, and then
Yeah.
it goes. Boom.
Yeah, Lex, you just need, for a third level spell scroll, you need 5 days of work and 300 gold. That's it.
Okay, I can do
The
that.
gold that you mark off is like the materials cost, basically.
Okay, cool, gotcha. And
Yeah,
who has
we'll
the
take
OG
5
spell
days.
scroll?
I think you do.
I think you
Yeah,
do.
okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Or we kept it in the bag of holding. But it's
No, I just checked
your,
the bag
your
of holding.
possession. Yeah.
What time is it right now? Ish.
Oh, it's like noon.
Oh, it's only
I
noon.
thought it was.
dark.
I thought it was
Jesus
like
Christ,
in
it's
the evening.
noon?
Yeah, me too. I thought it was
you,
like
you guys
almost
got here
reflect.
like early morning and then went straight to the spa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice, we had a morning spa day. I like that.
Yeah.
Luz
Sounds
is kind
good,
of like,
so.
I want to go work on this now. But no,
Oh.
fun things first.
Hmm.
I mean, what? So what do you guys want to do now? I don't really know what else is in the area.
I
I guess we
don't
walk
know.
around.
I heard the fresh produce is amazing. That was the other thing I got from Lila.
I want
Melon.
a tomato.
Is there a melon eating
Melon.
competition?
Oh,
Tomato?
Oh, melon eating.
that'd be great. I want to see Eileen just fucking knock
Oh, is there?
melon.
There
Yeah,
are
is there
food
an
eating
eating
contests, yeah.
competition?
Let's
There are
go.
competitions.
We're going
Let's
to the eating
go.
competition.
Eat,
Oh
Eileen.
shit! I could post up somewhere and just try and sell my divination skills.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just tarot read for people.
Are there alcohol competitions?
I
No.
can't get drunk.
Is there a knife?
There are
Is
no
there a knife?
alcohol.
Damn it.
What about knife throwing competition? Is there any?
I mean, there's like
Or-
performances, but there's not like a competition.
I love it.
I was just trying to
Stupid.
con the carnies.
Can we do?
We won so much. We needed that.
crazy.
That was our quest reward.
We're having a good time.
Ugh.
I mean,
We should
this-
go to celebrations more often.
does Eileen want to go have a food contest or?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
I
let's
can
go.
find a
Let's
melon
fucking
eating
go.
competition or something.
Also, I mean, Adia's
A
ravenous right
glizzy
now. So
Gobbler.
Oh, but I'm
the
not a
glizzy goblin competition.
Yeah. if
And
you
it's just
get-
a
you
picture of a
put some
goblin
glizzies
with a
up
hot
there,
dog.
It's over.
Yeah, it's not like rewards or anything like that. It's kind of just like free food for people that want to participate and make fools of themselves, like eating all this food and making themselves sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. You said you wanted to find melon eating,
Sure.
like watermelon.
Sure.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Yeah, you go and stuff your face full of watermelon.
Perfect.
As you are like watching the people like in the first round of the watermelon eating contest, you go in after and then you participate and you're like stuffed and You or kind of blow everyone away, or a lot of people away, in terms of how much you can eat, and people are just like absolutely flabbergasted with how much
Perfect.
food you can stuff in your mouth. But after you stick around for a little while, and you watch some more people like go through and participate, and you're just watching as people are taking these huge, juicy chunks of watermelon and just stuffing them in their face, and you watch for longer, and there's just sprays of red liquid coming from people's mouths, and people just ravenously chomping down on these watermelons. You see gushes of thick red
Why?
liquid.
Why?
You see strange haze overtake the area. You see fancy aristocratic clothing of people sitting at the table and ripping into these masses of red, tearing them apart, devouring them. Yeah.
Do,
It just starts to make you a little bit uncomfortable as you look at these people and their sharp, ravenous teeth tearing into just sprays of red and juicy liquid going all over the place, getting
Yeah.
all over their clothes, all over their faces. Large cheers and cries start to sound like screams. You swear
don't-
you can see one of the contestants look over to you and smile a big toothy grin.
just looks like a random encounter. Some doesn't look like any. Okay.
Nobody in particular, but
Okay.
maybe your mind is starting to drift to something like that.
I will try and break out of that, and ground myself back in reality.
You turn away and start to leave as you kind of just walk away from everyone, all of your friends, your group that were all watching the contest after you. You kind of like wipe yourself off and start to like clean yourself up a little bit and walk away from the group.
Oh, I think Eileen is leaving.
Isar
Oh,
calls
wasn't
after
she
Eileen.
winning?
Eileen, you okay?
The world around you is very like wah, 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 you know, like
Oh
very
my God.
like echoey and deafened. But you hear Isar call after you. Almost like a fateful day in a bog where you hear your name called by Isar.
Oh.
Eileen's gonna look around and try and see through the warping faces of crowd people moving by and the loud sounds, and try and focus through it to see if he can, or if she can find Asar.
You turn around and you hear, as you see like a figure walking towards you, you hear a voice, a very familiar, haunting voice, alluring, charismatic voice. Don't fight. There's no need to fight. Before Isar's face pops up and the fog fades and the blur fades, and you see Isar kind of put a hand on your shoulder and call your name again as everything kind of warps back.
Eileen, you there?
Eileen's staring at you. Her offhand pistol is in her hand, shaking as she puts it back into its holster.
You feel something sharp poking your tongue in your mouth before receding.
Poking my tongue in my
You could
Bang.
feel you
Bang.
could feel your teeth
Gotcha.
poking up against your tongue, very sharp, and then recede away.
I'm gonna cover my mouth real quick, just act like I'm wiping something or as I'm talking to Asar.
You.
Hope he didn't notice.
Your mouth is
Sir.
closed.
Eileen is absolutely Isar's blind spot, and he did not notice anything. You okay? You kind of left there.
I think
for
I
a
ate
bit.
too much. She's just kind of looking around.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go meet up with everyone else and head over to the next thing.
Yeah, let's go to the next thing.
Are you okay?
I think it's just been a long week,
It has.
and getting away from the crowds would be nice at some point. I'm
For sure.
exhausted.
For sure. Yeah,
Your
let's go.
guys' hearts?
Nizar kind of leads Eileen back to everybody.
Eileen, are you all right?
Yeah,
I
I,
just... Adia looks at his Sar. Like,
Nizar kind of,
Oh.
just shrugs his shoulders.
it's just been a really long week, Audia.
oh, right. Perhaps then. I
Maybe
mean,
something quieter for a change. We go away from the crowds. Maybe to the sundial.
Yes, perhaps something quiet. I think my ears are still ringing from the contest before.
Eileen looks over towards the sundial, assuming we can see it somewhere.
Yep, you see it poking up out of the city and casting its large shadow. You all head towards there. The sun, as you go to the other events and everything throughout the day, the sun is starting to get lower, and you can see it start to get a bit darker as dusk starts to approach. And you head over to the large towering sundial. As the night is still very boisterous. Excuse me. The night is still very boisterous, and there's many festivities and parties going on. You can see off in the distance, fireworks shows are being set up and things like that. But you all head over to the large sundial. Looks like it is massive and spanning big slab of marble. Like Exani is the marble city. It is a very, very large slab and multiple pieces of marble that have been put together and creating this huge tower of sundial stone all around it in a large circle with markings for the different parts of the day and times. And you, are at the base of it in this sort of large stone amphitheater.
How tall would you say it is?
Give me a minute.
Hey Google, how tall is the Burj Khalifa?
Why that one? Why not? Why?
2,722 feet. Jesus,
Jesus Christ.
that's
I
brutal.
highly doubt it's that tall.
That's what Google's telling me
Uh-huh.
right now. What the
No,
fuck?
no, no. I meant the sundial. I highly doubt the sundial is that tall.
Maybe
think the
maybe
Burj
like
Khalifa was that
Big
tall. What the
Ben. Maybe
fuck?
Big Ben, the clock tower.
Yeah. I didn't realize buildings could be that tall. I'm gonna be honest. That's absurd. How'd you do that, Chris?
I'm going to say it is about 400,
Damn.
450 feet tall.
Still
That's a
fucking
pretty big
massive.
tower.
Who built that?
That was Chris,
Must
the
have been-
engineer.
It was aliens.
What happens if there's an earthquake?
It comes
No
down on
human
the
could have
whole
built
of the
this.
town.
It must be aliens.
It's gotta be. No
Yeah,
other
400
explanation.
feet tall.
Okay.
Is there like balconies on the way up, or is it just straight slab of stone?
No, there's lots of balconies and lots of
Okay.
like platforms and things that have spanned off of it. Places for workers to go up and set out tools
Okay.
and things like that. Looks like it's maintained fairly often.
So it's a good place to
meant
take a
for
breather.
casual.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Adia starts toeing off her shoes.
There is like a set of steps that go up about 100 feet, and then the kind of like an observation deck for like general public, and then beyond that, it looks like it's not really meant for normal people to.
Is there
to
like an
scale.
employee entrance that goes up higher?
There's like ladders and things that go higher, but it's not like steps or anything like very easily accessible and safe.
This seems like something.
Yes. Let us climb it.
SR? Alita?
I'll
Luz,
I'll
are you-
climb up a ladder after the 100 feet, but I'm not going to climb the sheer cliff of marble.
Yeah,
No, that's
I
more
don't.
your
mean-
forte.
I'm not the biggest fan of heights.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can get up there with you all for a little bit.
I mean, we could all go up there and watch the fireworks.
Yes.
There are
Yeah.
fireworks?
They
I
were
mean-
setting up for it.
At least on the observation deck, it'll be easy to see. You don't have to go all the way up, like I will attempt.
There's a good chunk of like people that are sitting on the observation deck waiting for the fireworks as well, that are like just sitting on this platform and waiting for the fireworks to start and everything.
So maybe we go higher.
Can-
I think we could all make it. There's ladders that go all the way to the top, right?
Not all the way to the top.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, what?
There's from what you can see, there's ladders and like access equipment for like maintenance that's been being done recently that go up like another 100 feet. But then beyond that, it looks like
And it
it's
was
just
how
like
high?
you know the
450?
400 feet to the top. But beyond that, it looks like it's just like, you know, the buttresses and like alcoves and like platforms and things, like the natural features of the building and like, you know, the design of the building that you could maybe climb and use as like handholds, but there's no like direct route that goes to the top. Just
Isar
ladders
in
and
his
things and
head
scaffolding for another 100 feet beyond.
thought there'd be like a way to get up just like by climbing, fixtures all the way to the top.
Like
And he
stairs
looks at it and
inside?
sees that there's like a hard stop of like at like 200 feet. There's really nothing else higher. Don't think that's gonna work. Nobody can do what Varys does, right? With the flying.
Oh,
There's a scaffolding platform that's at that like 200 mark where the ladders stop. That looks
Hmm.
like it was being used for working on some part of it.
When you say scaffolding, you mean like it has.
like scaffolding that has been built up to work at that location, you know, like plywood and ladders and things.
That seems incredibly not sturdy.
I don't want you hurting yourself trying to get up there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should get hurt doing this. I know I have full
I
faith
can
that you
catch-
and Adia can do it.
I
Oh
can
yeah.
catch anyone that falls down.
Okay.
There we go.
What do we want to
So-
do?
Where are we staying again?
The
The rebellious son,
Rebellious son.
probably.
there we go.
Oh, your son.
One day we'll remember.
Alita's the only one that remembers
Yeah.
it. Isar hears it and it's like in one ear, just out
Yeah.
the other.
She remembers everything, every slight, every name.
Oh my god.
She has it written in a book. Isar breathed too deeply today.
All right.
He smelled
well, I
some
mean,
flowers. How dare he?
I mean, there's no time like the present. I do wish to feel the wind.
Yeah,
And I believe it-
too.
Yes.
Eileen walks over to the wall and finds a good handhold.
I mean, tries to get all the way up on the scaffolding as well. Like, make it. Make
Yeah, I
the
mean, you guys
climb
could get up
easier.
to 200 feet at
Yeah.
the scaffolding, and then from there you'd have to kind of free.
Yeah.
Eileen wants the free climb
Oh,
after her endeavor.
Weird
Oh, okay.
experience.
Yeah.
Adia will take the scaffolding, but she'll wait at every 5 feet for Eileen to catch up, just in case.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Anything?
I have a pretty good
Oh no, he has a battle map for the sundial. He prepared for everything.
Wait, what the fuck? He's
Watch out for the
insane.
pigeons! The pigeons are gonna get you.
What's
There's a
your AC?
rock at the top.
hang on. No. D&D. Save. Upload. So I just realized that we're still looking at the Chorus Strand.
It's okay. Remember Vedrith.
Remember our
what he
mistakes.
sacrificed.
Okay, new, create. Drag that up here. Go here. Place. Stretch. Map layer. Sorry,
You know,
almost done. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty good.
I'm sure you didn't expect us to climb a tower.
Did not-
Wow. It looks
Not
like
exactly, but kind of.
Looks like the Empire State Building, except
In 3022.
It's Coruscant.
Ah!
Yeah,
Cody
not
knows what that
exactly
is.
what I had in mind,
That's the
but
flying
like,
car one. I know that one.
There you go.
it's the city planet. The entire planet of Coruscant is a city.
The capital of the
Yeah,
Republic.
it's where it's always dark, and that's where fucking Emperor Palpatine got, or Mace Windu got kicked off.
Where the Senate is, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So what are you guys doing?
Climbing.
Isar's gonna be at the regular balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, Alita will be there too.
Cool.
And I'm guessing lose.
So, Adia and Eileen are free climbing to the top.
Climbing. I'm using the scaffolding, but I'm waiting
Okay.
for Eileen to catch up until we get both to the end point of the scaffold.
Eileen is faster than you at climbing, actually.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm going up the scaffolding, so I guess maybe it evens out.
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay. That's
Eileen
fine
is
then.
actually like really quickly leaping between different platforms and like building features and things like that, grabbing
Aw.
on, swinging up, and very, very quickly traversing her way up the tower.
Adia is very impressed, and now she's the one trying to catch up.
Eileen will wait everyone's turn
Oh, thanks.
for Audia.
Isar is like watching from the platform. She's always been really good at climbing. But even this is impressive.
Some random like gnomish man looks over at you. Are people climbing up the tower?
No,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Those are our friends.
No.
What? No.
What is wrong with them?
I put my hand that loses just head in
There's nothing
hands,
wrong with
like,
them. They're exhibitionists. Like they like doing crazy things in public,
don't-
like climbing.
Like
What?
they're gonna fuck up there?
I don't
What?
think that.
It's our pure surprise on his face.
Honey,
didn't-
let's go.
Sorry, I don't think that word
No,
means.
no.
Goes and grabs a
I
small
don't-
child and starts
No,
walking
it wasn't.
off.
No, they. Oh
Get the
God.
kids, we're leaving.
this is like so like, oh my god, secondhand embarrassment, just or
Again.
embarrassment. I don't know which is. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you continue climbing up the tower.
Isar
and
like looks
Adia.
over. Does that word not mean what I think it means?
No.
What word was I looking for then?
Acrobatics?
I don't think so.
Performer?
No. Like they like doing dangerous things in public.
Like fucking.
Adia and Eileen, you continue climbing, and eventually the scaffolding ends, and it is just like free climb of all of the different building features and alcoves and outcroppings, platforms and things like that.
They fall.
All right.
Very worried that you might fall.
You ready, Audia?
Yes. This is probably not a good idea to do after you all risk your lives to save mine, but if anything does bad, I will stop
God
in
damn
an
it,
advisable
if-
manner.
We'll make it.
I think so too.
All right, you continue climbing.
Yeah.
Eileen is staying near Audia.
Okay.
Matching pace.
You match each other's pace and you climb your way up. There's some very difficult and technical points where you kind of have to grab on, and it's kind of hard to actually get a handhold, but you're able to, and you very carefully make your way all 400 feet up to the top of the tower, where there is a small, I would say, like 10 by 10 foot like square platform at the very top of this building before it sticks up into a kind of like pointed pyramid shape at the very top beyond the 10 by 10, or like through the 10 by 10 up to the top, and then like around the outside there is like a platform that you can sit or stand or whatever around,
Yeah.
and you are at the top. It is very windy. It is beautiful. You can smell all of the smells of the festival foods below, the crisp, clean air of the open sky above you. You see the sun beginning to set in the horizon.
A little different than what you've been doing recently, huh?
Yes, this is what life should be, not emptiness. And no one to talk to, no one to hug. No one. Yeah, this is. I miss this.
Me too. Too many people in
Audi-
these cities. Too big.
Well, I'm sorry if I keep bringing this up, but it's welcome. I think it's life. It's brimming with life. They are part of the landscape as we are, and I think there's some beauty in that.
And kind of looks out over the city.
Eileen?
Hmm?
Why? And you don't have to answer this, of course, if you do not wish to. But why do you not want me to speak in your mind?
It's crowded in there.
I mean, everyone's minds are crowded, even Isar's.
Why am I catching strays? I'm not even there.
He is bald. Yeah.
God damn.
Uh,
He thinks all sorts of things, all perhaps in very loud capital letters of copperplate lettering, but it's very still he has very thoughtful process whenever he speaks back.
that's actually interesting. He's great. He's been around, saved my ass a ton of times. It's not just me in my head lately. You said you owe everybody something, right?
Yes.
I want to redeem mine.
Oh,
I don't want this
All right.
conversation to go anywhere. We're right here at the top of this tower, top of the world, above all the people.
all right. Of course. I promise.
I want it to be born and stay up here and die up here, and I don't want to go anywhere else. Like you
Is it-
trapped in the void, I want it to stay here.
Adia just gives you kind of like a bit concerned look with a tilt of her head. It's like, but it is a favor, right? It must be brought up later on, just, I suppose, not around anyone else.
No,
Oh,
I want you to do your best to hear me out while we're up here, just us two. And the moment we start our descent, I don't want it to come up again.
all right. If that is your wish, then I promise. Whatever you say up here will not be repeated ever again.
Eileen's looking out over the city. The sun's setting, and she kind of opens her mouth, and unceremoniously, you see one of her teeth on the side that you're sitting just sharpen into a long fang.
Shit, where did Chris go? I need to roll for this to see. Does she know what this is? What the fuck is this? Chris!
I believe
I'm
it would
here.
be a
Religion.
Religion. Oh shit. I am. Wow, I do not have a proficiency in that, but I will roll this, and if oh my god,
Holy
I know what fangs
shit.
are.
You see the fangs jettison out from the canine teeth and extend outward. And you fairly quickly recognize that this looks like the textbook definition of vampiric fangs.
And I'm guessing she knows everything. Does she know about how much does she know about vampires? Like,
With a 22, I would say a good amount. I would say you know of like the curse that overtakes somebody and then slowly manifests through them, and then they either succumb to the curse and become a vampire, or they resist it and reject it and possibly die from trying to resist and reject it. You know, the longer vampires live, the more life essence or blood or sustenance from mortal beings they need in order to continue surviving. And it like scales and ramps and becomes a bigger thing over time. Yeah, I would say you know most textbook knowledge there is to know about vampires.
oh,
I'd say you get the sense that with like the shape of them and the kind of like almost adolescent look to them, like not fully developed, that you would gather Eileen is currently under the vampiric curse and is a Damphir, or a partial transformation in progress vampire, not like a full transformed, fully realized vampire.
Adia just has wide eyes, and she's like actually kind of leaning closer to look at it. It's like, may I poke it?
Sure.
Yeah, she like kind of gives it like a little like with her claw. She'll just like kind of like taps it, tap tap tap, and tries to see how sharp it is with her own claw.
It is quite sharp.
Oh, huh. I suppose the texts are a bit true on this front. This front. They look young, Eileen.
It was the last mission before me and Asar, well, before he was kicked out or left on his own volition, whatever that was. He rescued me at that point. It was foggy. We were walking around doing our normal routine. There were 5 of us actually. Gerald was another hunter. His daughter was with us. Another hunter younger than both of us. And we were ambushed from the fog. We lost 2. Gerald's daughter passed, and the other young hunter that was with us, he passed as well. And the rule of the church, contrary to what Asar believes now, is that if somebody gets swept away, you don't go after them. You break those fog walls, you're lost.
Sorry, just looked at the text box. Then, does anyone else know this besides Well, me now, I suppose.
No, I was swept away and pulled by someone, something, and he got into my mind, and he made me believe that what was happening is what I wanted. And he made me a trophy thrall. Someone to show off, because my dad runs the Church of Hunters and he was, quote unquote, our prey.
As you say, he was our prey. Along with your voice, you hear it, and Adia also hears it. You hear the voice of Grudge. He was our prey. Kind of talk with Eileen at the same time, almost like overshadowing or like echoing her voice, like speaking as one.
And Adia would know where that voice came from, right? Like she would.
You
have-
recognize it
Yeah,
from
okay.
when you first found Grudge, or the Kindred Dance, both of them.
How did you? Again, if you don't want to explain anything at all, then of course you don't have to answer again. But how did you get out then? That is not. The thralls, I think, are not easy to be. It's not easy to break out of that once you're in it.
No, I don't. They must have had it planned to take me and transform me. It's not as simple as some of the texts say, where a simple bite transforms. It's a ritual. It takes time. You can prepare it beforehand, but the bastard knew what he was doing, and it was over before I could even really come to my own thoughts. Next thing I knew, I was getting carried by Asar. He'd pierced the wall after me, breaking the rule. Which is why my dad kicked him out of the church. He left, whatever they decided on calling it. Asar's not one for the rules. Not for the church.
And I know that vampires have to feed, and that is what you are. I just want to confirm you are a vampire?
We call them Dampiers.
Ah,
Yeah, in transition, and there's pretty much two ways to go about it, and I either fight it and try and find a cure, which I don't know enough about them to know if there is a cure, or I transform, or sometimes I guess there's a third option of just staying in this transformation stage.
and you can see that Adia kind of like knows the answer, but she has to ask because that's her. And which one have you chosen, and how have you stabilized?
I haven't chosen yet. I thought the decision would come easy with Asar's transformation into whatever he is now, Pharisee Comwat. But we had a conversation after where I asked him what he thought of the undead, and I was kind of pretending like I thought he was dead or an enemy or one of our prey. But I was just fishing for what he thought of
Acceptance.
vampires at the time.
Yes.
You know what his answer was?
What was it?
Kill them all.
Kill them all.
Not a
Echoes
single
over
one.
Eileen's.
Is the Grudge's voice inside your mind as well? Does that happen a lot?
Grudge is new to me. We can
Ah.
communicate, but He hasn't been intrusive, no.
It almost just feels like your own voice. It's just like your own thoughts, your own emotions. You feel like you're fully understood and kind of a narrow scope in terms of your desires and your like hatred and your grudges that you hold, but you feel like it's not imposing its will in any way. It's not like pushing you towards anything. It's just like echoing and mimicking your emotion and like fully accepts and understands it. You don't feel like intruded or invaded upon or anything like that. It just seems like anytime Eileen is getting very emotional about a certain point or a certain thing that she says, there's like that tinge that comes out of her mouth with her of Grudge's voice.
Hmm. And how I know that Dampiers also needs some sort of unusual sustenance, and you have been. We've seen you eat, but you're always eat. Does that help? What?
Regular food? Not really. It's only when I'm um fully sated that regular food even tastes somewhat normal to me at that time. Um, Before that, everything's just bland.
Eileen, you are avoiding the words. Are you eating raw meat? Are you eating souls? Are you drinking blood?
I've done 2 of those so far. I sucked the blood out of a rag from somebody that cut his hand in the workshop before I left. It didn't do much, but it was my first taste of anything.
So, any of those 3 can work. Besides raw souls, which one?
Oh yeah. Any of those 3
It's
work.
not it's not so much souls audio, I would say with your 22, it's like when a vampire feeds on a mortal being, vampires have kind of already died, quote unquote.
Oh.
They are not really alive anymore. Their soul has already moved on. They are feeding on and like shortening the lifespan of the creature that they feed on. So like actively reducing their life force in order to feed on that. So it's not like they're eating their soul, they're just like reducing their life.
Okay. I see.
But vampires themselves, once they fully transform into a vampire, they're effectively dead. Like their soul has already moved on to like the next, into like the afterlife.
So there's still hope for Eileen right now. At least hope quotation marks.
Eileen's not a vampire
yeah.
currently.
I am avoiding it. I didn't like the blood. And I've only done I don't know what it is. I don't know the process necessarily. It's something that happens. Life essence.
That does explain a lot of things. Why? I mean, I thought it was just your defensiveness with caring for Asar, and I bet it was also that. But you were very against Asar losing his soul, and there was also the Melon contest before. You didn't seem at ease.
I was at first. It was fun. We but the sloshing and the chewing, the amount of
Yes.
people. I heard it wasn't him, but I heard somebody. And those haven't happened to me before. Those breakdowns, those disconnects from where I'm at.
We have had a very long distraction from our original quest, I believe. I I thought it might happen to Luz first, but I'm not surprised it came. You also had some form, maybe got a little uncomfortable with things.
Yeah. And the Shadowfell did a real number on me. It was draining.
Oh, oh,
Something to do with how it pulls undead energy. I don't know. I don't get any of it.
oh that that explains things as well.
What?
No, I was able to hear you and see your condition through the scrying orb. I was wondering why it was affecting you. There is only so many things you can think about when everyone's asleep, and you only have yourself in a box.
Mhm.
But I see. All right. And so I suppose this is my last question, unless there's anything else you wish to speak of now that I know. And I will be here to hear you, even if you said that you didn't want to speak of it when we're outside here, which I'm sorry. Why did you wish for me to know now? And why? Why?
After finding out Asar's answer and his reasonable kill 'em all mentality that I used to share, I can't tell him. He wouldn't understand. He wouldn't get it. And you opened up a little bit to me about your mother and your uncle.
Oh.
I trust you, and I don't know if that's wise, and I don't know why, but I do. More than anybody in the group, except for Asar, obviously.
I will admit that is quite the heavy truth. You were not. You were certainly not joking about cashing in that debt.
Yeah,
But yes.
sorry about that.
No, do not apologize. Adia kind of like sidles over and like kind of like shoves against like Eileen, just and then kind of cuddles next to her, like how a cat would like kind of like cuddle next to a person just for warmth almost. I will keep your secret, of course. I already promised, but I will say it again. And if you need help, if you need anything to help you with, then I will try. You did not deserve this, and whatever you do to other people, you do not have a choice.
You do not deserve this, Eileen. Bawling.
Oh, I am sorry. Adia just like gives like a side hug and just leans her head against and like doing this purring noise to like calm her down, like how cats would. So, there are worse things in the world, Eileen, and you are definitely not any of them.
It means a lot. My told you my dad runs the church for the hunters and all that.
Ooh, yes.
Makes things difficult, as you can imagine. If I return and they have their ways, they'll know what I am.
Do you think he will turn against you
He
for
would
his
kill
own
me
ideals?
He would kill me on the spot. He is a bastard. I don't know if that's true. It's just that's what my head tells me. And like I said, it's crowded in here.
Whether or not that is the truth, I'm sorry that the situation made you think like that as well.
Yeah.
I do wish to say that even considering what Isar has done for me, for all of us, and despite what he has said to you, I do believe he will be kinder when faced with, I suppose, a reality. Just, I'm not trying to, just a thought.
Kill them all. Your grudge with me. Kill them all. I hope that's true. I don't know.
Kill them all. There you go.
Mr. Grudge, can you calm down? All right. I see. Well, I mean, you're about to say something. I interrupted you.
No. Thank you for listening. I really needed to tell somebody, and I figured what a better place to do it. Who a better person to tell. I'm really glad you're back, Adia.
I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad to have a second chance to know what friends are.
Yeah.
Adi just kind of snuggles with her and just stays a little quiet, just hugging Eileen as they watch the night dimming.
As the sun begins to set over the horizon, you hear the sound of fireworks begin to launch into the air, and the spray of light and shards of exploded gas from them spread across the sky as they explode long into the night and give off their vibrant, colorful show. As three of you watch from the platform below, and the two of you, Adia and Eileen, watch from the top of this tower and just sit together in silence and watch, contemplate, enjoy, reflect. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Great session, guys.
Wow.
It's good to be
D&D is so
back.
much fun.
I hope you.
That's such a great episode.
Oh my god, it's very
Uh,
typical D&D episode,
We were
isn't
right. We were all ready.
Stop
We're riding
and trauma
high
dumping.
and then fucking drop.
We were all ready for a nice, relaxing session after the.
I knew
trauma.
after the watermelon, I was like, oh, we got the tonal shift for the rest of the session.
Did not
Nothing
expect
good
the
is
watermelon
happening for
thing
the
at
rest
all.
of the
I was like,
session.
watermelon's just a fun, fucking, harmless thing to do.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
and
Yeah,
then-
Should've-
kind of need to
should've
go
said-
drinking.
Should have said honeydew. Should have said honeydew.
I didn't say watermelon. I just said melon. Chris said watermelon.
I thought
He
it was melon,
did the
like
subliminal
cantaloupe or-
messaging of like,
Mhm.
oh, watermelon. Yeah, we got that.
For sure.
It
We got
worked.
that in droves.
What the fuck, man?
What a great session, guys.
Like, whatever
Sometimes
Chris-
Fuyu's got to come kidnap you and beat the shit out of you. You know, you can't always be happy.
Do it again. How can
Chris
you
has
kidnap
this
somebody?
tone of voice that he makes every single time he's about to twist something in your gut, and all of us immediately go so still and quiet. Whatever.
It was a lot of fun,
All
guys.
right, well, good game, everyone.
GG's.
Fun
Going
stuff.
And stream.
Good little
Goodbye, everybody.
intermediary.
Everybody's good
Bye.
on the 7th for D&D.
And the recording. Hold up. Okay.
Goodbye,
End the
everybody.
recording.
Thanks for stopping by for the stream. Goodbye.
Bye.